Folks just like you for over 30 years. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Call now. Start saving.
Come on, man.
Brett Michaels Live and Amplified Tour with special guest Tesla. Saturday, March 7th, the Baycare Sound. Voted one of the most electrifying and engaging shows on tour. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at thebaycaresound.com. Brett Michaels and Tesla. The Ruth Eckerd Hall Experience.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real fast, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and saying what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
And now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I'm out of patience, getting backs under my eyes. Dodging my future like it is my 9 to 5. Smoking weed in a minivan, always under the upper end.
What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day.
So ask again.
Welcome to Senning Show. My name is John Senning. That man over there is Dizzy. Hell of a program for you today, like we try to do every day. And we love it when you find a way to interact. Hit us up on the phone lines, 800-771-1025. You can watch the program, video that is, and interact with us and other people who are listening in real time. Just go to YouTube, 1025 The Bone, and you will see Senning Show streaming live. Click on it. Next thing you know, you'll be with Misfit Kitty, Ruly B, Dizzy, Pillow Pants, Danny G, Ace Crixus, Stephanie May. I like seeing ladies in there. Underground Psychos, whoop, whoop, what it do to my Juggalo friend, Underground Psychos. And then we're also on social media, X and Instagram, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. It's 1:30 today. If you've been following the program in any form or fashion over the past month or so, you may know that I've been a bit infatuated with a band and a show, which it is so weird because, and I can't wait to kind of pick their brains on it. It is like an Inception thing. Like you don't know where the real band begins and the show starts. You know what I mean? Like it's can be confusing at times, but it's a new show on Amazon Prime, came out a couple months ago, called The Runarounds. But it's actually a real band called The Runarounds that are on tour right now, and they're going to join us. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about the connection situation, because we're going to be in the van, probably on speakerphone with the entire band. So we're going to take it for what it is. It will be a fun opportunity to check in with a band and a bunch of people from a show that we've been talking a bunch about that I love. That will happen at 1:30. Our buddy, just call Mo DeWitt. He returns today in studio at 2 o'clock. And I'll say it real quick. I was talking with John from the Just Call Mo Enterprises this morning. There are about 400 magnets left. If you did not get your magnet yet, you can still do it. So people hit me up and say, oh, will there be more magnets? I missed my opportunity. You did not completely miss your opportunity yet. You've just got to go to shop. I feel like I get this. Shop.justcallmo.com, and you will be good to go. It was funny. I was having a convo with Monica. Happy Baby Friday, by the way. Baby Friday. Baby.
Shout out to SBK.
Infant Friday. SBK, if you're out there, you're always with us. You're always you walk with us.
You're always with
whoop whoop. It pertains to Baby Friday as well, because we got talking about Thursdays, and just Thursdays are really the beginning of the weekend. And I made a comment to her. I said, yeah, usually my first cocktail of the week is on Thursday. Like, I really don't start drinking most of the time until Friday, but sometimes on Thursday night. And she was like, I don't drink at my house. She said, I don't drink at home. And I kind of get that, because I also have a bunch of parameters on when and how I will drink. Like, I will never, like, if we were going to, like last night, for example, let's say that it was Thursday night and I was open to having a drink, and we're going to watch Chad Powers.
Okay.
It's like, would never in a million years make a drink or have a beer or sit down and have a beverage while watching a television show or a movie. Never. I don't know.
A game, NASCAR, that's different.
That is completely different. And then I realized through talking to Monica that I do have all these parameters. If it is a game or a sporting event, I will have a beverage. But the other big one is, I hate to drink indoors at home. What? Like, I would, if somebody told me, like, you can't go outside, but you can have a drink inside, 95% of the time, I wouldn't want to do it. I just like to be outdoors. I don't know any other way to explain it. And luckily now we have a house with a pool and a deck and stuff. But if I'm going to be drinking at home, it pretty much has to be outside. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just more mental stimulation being outside than it is sitting indoors. If it's going to be especially a weekday cocktail.
That threw me off.
What was that?
I don't know. That you heard that too, though.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Dude, is it Trader Gator, dude?
Yeah, he's haunting us again.
What was that?
What I was going to ask is, do you have these same rules when it comes to, like, smoking at any point?
No. Anything goes.
It's just drinking.
Yeah, no. I mean, I do all my smoke. Like, there were times where we were smoking the house, people.
Yeah.
And not for any real reason, probably just not because it's easier to do it. I don't smoke inside. So
even like the pens and stuff?
I do not hit a pen at home ever.
Really?
Ever.
Oh, it's just on the go when you're out.
Yeah. When I'm
the flower at home.
When I'm on the go. By the way, shout out to our buddy Austin Walker. He's going to join us tomorrow at around 1:30 to talk about a bunch of things. I want to fight with him. I want to get into a bit of a debate about his antiquated, old school gatekeeping opinions on boiled peanuts. But he's also got this big thing going on with the face of Halloween. So we're going to talk to him at 1:30. Big. He's a friend first and foremost, but he's been riding with the Bone for a long time. Do you know, like, his earliest connection to the Bone? One of them, at least.
Austin's?
Yeah.
No.
I want to say this is a fact, and we'll find out tomorrow for sure. I think he did his senior project on Mike Calta, on, like, Cowhead. Like, in high school.
Like high school?
High school. He did like a either some sort of documentary or project or expose. He's in the chat. He can answer on his own free will. But I believe that that's how he got connected with the Bone initially, and kind of got into the inner circle, which is how I met him from doing the after show.
Like,
years
he
ago.
told them about it, or someone just like, hey, you know this guy did this?
No, I think he got in. I think he got in with him. Like, I think he interviewed him, and maybe they brought him in studio.
Just think, you're about to be at the point where someone's going to do theirs on you.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready. For all that quite yet. Make your plans if you have not yet. Halloween is going to be a hell of a time. 102.5 The Bone taking over downtown St. Pete. And this is special for a bunch of reasons. First and foremost, it's St. Pete, which is, the city in which I live, and I love when we do stuff here. Secondly, our post up from 7 to 9 is at my spot, one of our favorite spots in St. Pete that we go to often. There's a good chance if you're walking down 4th. You might see us sitting at the bar outside. The Galley.
You beat me to it.
Sorry.
Yesterday I was going to be like, it's the Galley, not the gallery.
It is the Galley.
Yeah.
There seems to be some sort of miscommunication somewhere along the line, but it is the Galley. And Diz and myself will be posted up from 7 to 9. And I believe that they're going to let me control the touch tunes a little bit, and other people will be able to control the playlist. So we'll listen to great music, drink a bunch, and give away $500 for a costume contest. That happens at every single stop along the way, and everybody's got one. JP and Monica are going to be at Where's Jubes from 8 to 10.
And crew.
And the crew. Never forget the crew. Hashtag never forget the crew. Drew and Mo are going to be at the Emerald from 8 to 10 as well. And then the final resting place will be Thirsty First. That's 10:30, I believe it starts. And Pitbull Toddler will be performing. I think the only thing I didn't mention was that the members of the Mike Calta show will be at Locals from 7 to 9 as well.
Yeah, I was just talking to someone actually during JP who was actually the prize winner, Hunter, his name is.
Shout out to Hunter.
Shout out to Hunter. He showed up for the Kava Social Club, Johnny B performing, and he's like, yeah, I didn't get to see John Senning. Go, well, what are you doing on Halloween, bro? Pull up on Halloween. What's your excuse?
It is. I will say, I get a general message often. It's like, dude, I'd love to party with you, man.
Yeah.
You seem like a cool dude to party with. Well, I will be Ubering, and I will be in full party mode. I will be in full Macho Man party mode. And if you've ever thought to yourself, I want to hang with those guys, I want to party with those guys, Halloween is the day to do it. And we will be posted up at the Galley from 7 to 9. And then obviously we'll be, I would imagine, at other spots too. You'll probably dip into Where's Jubes once we're done.
Who's there, Drew?
Nope, that's where JP is.
Okay.
And then I'm definitely going to be making my way to the Emerald so I can hang out with Drew and Mo and burn some heaters, dude. I mean, it's just, I will say it. There's not any guesswork. I'm burning heaters. I mean, they put a.
It's not a maybe or possibly.
No,
it's confirmed,
dude. I'll tell you, that's really the spectacle that you're going to be able to catch the most, because usually it's on the spur of a moment. This is one of my first planned heater burnings of all time.
I will say this: first person to get a photo of John Senning in costume burning a heater and tag us in it, you get a prize from Senning Show.
We're going to give you something. Oh, by the way, we have something we have to give away. And it's a really cool prize, and I wanted to find a great way to ensure that we've got a real fan that could win them, but we're just going to make it pretty easy. Marin Morris, you ever heard of her?
No.
She's a pretty big country star these days. She's doing a big open house event at the Benchmark International Arena this weekend, and if you are a Marin Morris fan, and you pretty much, all I'm going to ask you is to like sing me a couple songs of a Marin Morris tune, and I will give you meet and greet passes.
Okay.
This is not just tickets. This is you'll be able to go backstage and meet Marin Morris. All you got to do is call and tell me one reason that you're a Marin Morris fan, or sing me one of her songs or some version of that, just to let me know that you know who she is, and you're gonna get these meet and greet passes for the show that is the 18th, which is Saturday. This is a really good song sheet. I actually really liked it. I think this is a damn good song.
This is her right now?
Yeah. I like this song, actually.
Oh, I've definitely heard this.
Yeah.
We're in the home stretch of the hard times. We took a hard left.
So if you want to meet Marin Morris at the Benchmark International Arena big open house show, go back, meet and greet. All you got to do is call and say something that lets me know you're a real fan. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, John and Diz. It's Clayton from St. Pete.
Clayton from St. Pete. What up, Clayton?
Is your last name Bigsby?
No, dude, I've been hearing that my whole life. I am very white, but I do not share his values. I can promise you that.
Well, he thought he was, at least, too. So. What's up, buddy?
So, first of all, I love your praise of the Galley. It is, in my opinion, the best spot in downtown St. Pete.
And that's food. I mean, if you want to go and get good, thoughtful drinks, they got a great bourbon list. They make great beverages, but also get legit food. I don't know that there's a better option, to be honest with you, in a non-pretentious environment.
Absolutely, and the ship's hole next door. Don't want to talk about that one too much.
That is a gem, and they've got a man. It used to be on the menu, and it's not anymore. But the bartender loves making it because he came up with it. It's what is it called? Because it was named after a song that I like. Hold on, I'm looking it up. It is coyote chewing on a cigarette. And it's made, I believe, with like mezcal, and it's got like chipotle pepper extract in it and black pepper. So it's kind of like spicy. And yeah, Ship's Hold's awesome.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I was going to ask, have you ever made it out to the Galley on a Thursday for karaoke? Because it is, in my opinion, like the best karaoke night in the area. I've been going for years.
Oh, wow.
And I've always hoped to see you or Drew there.
I have not. I will tell you, I'm to a fault not a big venturer out to bars on weekday nights, but I will say karaoke at the Galley sounds like a damn fine vibe. So you'll be out there tonight?
Probably not tonight. I got work in the morning, but I'd say about every other week I'll end up there. DJ Tony's the man. He's got a great Caribbean vibe. Nice. Plays a lot of reggae in between, and he's a good singer himself. So
DJ Tony. DJ Tony, the island boy.
Big up.
Your favorite KJ in St. Pete, baby. Everybody loves DJ Tony. Well, maybe, Clayton, I'll see you out there sometime. You going to be able to make it out on Halloween?
Yeah, I got to try to swing by. May not stay out all night, but I'll try to make it to the Galley and pop into the Emerald and then go home and shower immediately after the Emerald.
Yeah, that is, the Emerald is a shower right after type event. So, but those are my favorites.
It is a gem.
All right, Clay. Hey, you ever go to the Flamingo?
I have, yeah. That's off MLK, right?
Yeah. And the only reason I ask is because I was in there over the weekend, and they have a thing on Friday or on Thursday nights, and I was half hesitant to bring it up because I don't know if it will get packed if the word gets out. They have a singing bartender who hosts karaoke while he bartends, and people like belly up to the bar and sing. It sounds like a spectacle. I guess the guy's from Nashville, and he's a really good singer, but he will legit be mic in one hand, pouring bottles in the other, and I got to check that out one day too.
Oh man, I'll combine that into one of the Galley.
There you go, a whole karaoke night. Thank you, Clayton. Appreciate it.
What if for the Halloween takeover, since we're giving a $500 prize, we make a secondary prize for someone if they dress as something related to the show?
I would love, and I'm sure we could do that. Even if it was like, I think the hottest ticket right now in St. Pete is probably that all weekend 4-day Reggae Rise Up tickets.
Oh, yeah.
So off the top of my head, like we throw out a Reggae Rise Up pair if for your best show centric prize. I think that's a hell of an idea.
Yeah, like who could dress as your neighbor the best without knowing what he looks like?
I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go like ass shaking contest, like twerking or something.
Yes, but I don't want Nicole to win the prize. So.
Yeah, what about she wouldn't be eligible. I'm sorry. What about like a white panty contest?
A white panties?
Yeah, contest? I'm probably stepping past the what the Galley would prefer, but like we got squirt guns, and then like ladies come up in white panties, and we.
Oh.
Yeah. Biggest bush wins type stuff.
Dizzy's white party.
Yeah.
Like Diddy's.
That's actually good. We may want to hold on to that rather than stacking that on top of Halloween.
Yeah.
That needs its own billing. The Dizzy White Party. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
I'd like those Maren Morris tickets so I could yell at her, how much is that?
He's a...
Sir, that was unnecessary. I just want to say it. You have hatred in your heart. You want to spew and spread negativity, and for that, I can only imagine that you're not a happy man. And I'm sorry for that, but please keep it to yourself.
That's not how it works on Kumbaya.
Yeah. When we kumbaya hard.
Anything before 1 or after 4, but in between,
we kumbaya. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Trick. Hey, John. Hey, Dizzy.
Trick.
How you doing?
What up? Dude, I heard you. I heard you the other day, Trick. And I couldn't help but think that you sounded under the weather. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I know I sounded a little under the weather that day. I guess I just wasn't my normal self.
All right. Well, as long as you're okay.
Will you indulge me in a vroom vroom?
I'll vroom vroom you all day, buddy. What do you got?
I got a vroom vroom for you.
All right. Lay it on me. Oh, damn. That makes me tingle. That makes me tingle, dude. Hell yeah, Trick. Dude, I got the ultimate vroom vroom. I went to the National Aviation Academy this morning. I had to like film videos with planes and stuff for the stuff we do for social media, and they let me fire up a plane engine.
Oh.
Like they have these like pedestals where the engines sit, and then they work on them, and then they fire them up and stuff. Dude, you got to see the video that I posted because I didn't know. So it's the engine, but it's connected to a propeller. So I fire this thing up, and it didn't hurt me or anything, but I also didn't know that it was gonna be so insane.
Beefy.
So when I fire it up, this thing is watch what happens.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like this thing about damn near blew me away.
Imagine if I did that. I would just go flying.
The video is just cuts and it's just you flying off into the stratosphere. But it was a really, really cool. Big vroom vroom moment. Vroom vroom from.
Did you take your hand off because it got you a little scared?
Well, once it started blowing me away, I was like, because like I said, nobody said there's gonna be some flow. So I didn't know if I broke it. I don't know if I hit the wrong button.
You were the perfect guy with your beard and hair.
It was. It really did. It really did. I should have shot a music video. A shout out to Jim and the crew over at NAA. Very hospitable, seeing everything over there. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey guys, my wife and I want to settle a quick debate on what a better name is.
Okay.
So yesterday your show with Maroon, you had Nuts and Bolts.
Okay.
Or offside and off-key karaoke. Which one's better?
Wait. So this is for the idea that we talked about us all singing karaoke together next week. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So it was
the name of the segment would either be Nuts.
Okay.
Nuts and Bolts or offsides and off-key karaoke.
The second one just feels a little wordy to me. Like it's not that I don't like where it's headed, and I think if we got it into the proper think tank, we might be able to hone it in. It just feels a little wordy. But if I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is not to be hurtful, like I don't love either one of them.
Okay, fair.
But
Thanks,
I think I like the second one more. It just needs a little tweaking. That's what I'd say.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nobody wants the Maren Morris tickets. It was a meet and greet. You could go back and meet her. You could smell her. Yeah, I don't know that we have Maren Morris. Mike Alvaro told me I had to get it to him no later than 1:30. So
we should go ask the people in the theater.
Maybe.
It's packed tonight.
I tried to think of like friends that I have, but I couldn't even.
No one wants that. You're friends with.
That I like Maren Morris.
Yeah, no one you're friends with.
Yeah, I don't have any friends. All right, don't go anywhere. It is an exciting day. I'm back in the day, Diz, when you would see like those Michael Jackson concerts and there'd be those girls and boys right up front, they'd be like losing their mind, crying and like fainting and falling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand where they were coming from. Just moments away from chatting with the boys from the runarounds. It's a new show on Amazon Prime. We're really going to see if they can help break down the walls of where the show ends and the real band begins. They're out on tour. Very, very talented musicians. I really do love the music. And we're going to talk to them live from the tour van next on Senning Show. Special shout out to Ben Ruda at Tiza, who I have to say, if it wasn't for him pushing the runarounds on me, I don't know that I would have ever watched it. And Tiza is a product that I swear by. I have to say, I've made a little pivot as of late. I've been a peppermint boy. Bangin' Black Cherry has been my flavor forever. Something about the minty freshness. I like the way it tingles in my mouth. I like the way it makes me feel fresh and clean. There's a flavor for everybody. These are pouches that are filled with tea-cut herbs, vitamins, minerals, no tobacco, no nicotine. You go to TizaEnergy.com, use the code BONE20 to get 20% off everything in the online store. And check out the store locator because it's now available in Walmart's. Big news coming next week about Tiza and Walmart and how it can win you. I'm just going to say it. How it can win you a cabin on the Celtic Cruise. I said it. Probably shouldn't have, but just make sure you stay tuned next week and get yourself some Tiza. Amazon, subscribe and save. It'll be showing up at your door. It's that easy. Tiza Energy. Why spit when you can swallow? Don't go anywhere. The Runarounds live on Senning Show next.
I'll be your oxygen.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Save time and money with the white vinyl fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
There's a lot of tired, worn out sayings in this life, but one that I still love is if you love what you do, you never ever work a day in your life. I believe it. If you put your boots on every morning and you dread walking out the door, if you're going to sit in a cubicle and you just have had enough, think about a career in aviation maintenance with the NAA in beautiful Clearwater, Florida, where you can be trained doing hands-on work on jets and planes, propellers and engines and other things connected to flying objects, and be entering the workforce in just a few months. The next class starts October 29th, so make that decision today and go now. It's NAA.edu. That's NAA.edu.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Football season is here, and Hooters is your game day HQ. Catch all the action with ice-cold $6 Big Daddy Buds, $6.50 Mick Ultras, and $5 Neutrals all day, every day. Or grab a Wings to Go at originalhooters.com to find a location near you.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $239 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Hey guys, it's your old buddy Johnny B. We all know sports are more fun when you bet on them, unless you're losing all the time. That just sucks. You don't have to be a dummy anymore. Go to Genesis13AI.com for AI-driven intel, real-time updates, and only the highest confidence plays to actually matter. Stop guessing and start winning like me. Step up your game at Genesis13AI.com. Genesis 13, built for degenerates, but refined for assassins.
At Sprouts Farmers Market, the Sprouts brand sale's going on now. And who knows Sprouts brand best? Our own team members.
What I like about Sprouts, it's quality. My favorite snack is a coconut roll.
One of my go-to meals at home is their organic penne ricotta.
Save 20% off hundreds of delicious, healthy Sprouts brand products. Organic produce like our Super Green Salad Mix. Your next fave, organic Italian farfalle pasta. Even decadent treats like our Vanilla Wafer Bites. All 20% off through October 21st.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Kick off the season with Bud Light.
Join Bud Light and the Bone this Sunday from 2 to 4 at Danny's Bar and Grill in Holiday. Bud Light drink specials and register to win a trip to see the Bucks in Buffalo. Visit BudLightFootball.com for details.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
This is a moment that has just been building and building for about a month now. If you haven't been tuned in, if you've been sleeping under a rock, I think my father-in-law was the first one who told me about the show. And, he's like a classic rock kind of, older gentleman. He said the music is really, really good. I think you guys would like it. And then my buddy Ben Ruda out at Ferg's, when we were celebrating Ferg's, he said, I'm on this show, The Runarounds. The music is so damn good. You've got to check it out. So we finished The Runarounds, which is a television show on Prime, in about 2 nights. Loved the show. Really, really, really fell in love with the music. We've been talking a bunch about them. They're out on tour right now. And joining us from the van, we've got all the boys. We've got William, Jesse, Jeremy, Axel, and Zende on the phone. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Oh, my gosh. So great to talk to you. How are you doing? Hello.
We're doing so good. So good.
Hey, I think you got a kick-ass father-in-law. Thanks. Give him a big thank you.
I will. It was pretty crazy. And it's I won't say it's hard to understand, but there is a level of inception that goes on when you try to explain what is going on, that there is a television show about the band The Runarounds, but The Runarounds are also a real band that are out there touring right now. So finding the spots where the television show ends and the real band begins can be a little bit tricky, but you guys are doing it. I saw a video this morning. It's not like you've got a bunch of roadies and a big crew. You guys are hauling your own equipment in and out of these venues around the country. Is that correct?
Well, we have some wonderful people in the van with us helping out. And we would be remiss to not give a shout out to Chondovan and Alex and Sarah and even Dan, who's he's passed out right next to us. We've all been working incredibly hard, and it takes a village. We've got a special team on the road with us for sure.
Dude, well, you guys are absolutely killing it. You're the closest that you're going to be to us here in Tampa, and we've got our fingers crossed that hopefully one day you can make it all the way to St. Pete or Tampa. But I believe you're going to be in Gainesville this weekend, but you are selling out all of these shows. You guys had kind of a smaller run scheduled, and then just last week announced pretty extensive, almost 3-month run. All of them, I think, sold out immediately, and most of these shows you had to upgrade the venue to larger spaces. So it feels like something is working, my guys.
Well, thank you for the kind words. We've obviously been incredibly lucky. It's been super, super fun being on the road. And, yeah, it continues to be an adventure. Playing shows with these guys is just so much fun, and we hope we get to keep doing it for a number of more runs.
Is this, I'm trying to go just by voice because I know you guys are kind of passing the phone around. Is this?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Was this Jeremy that I just heard?
Yeah, that was Jeremy.
All right,
Great
Jeremy.
Thanks,
so, again, I want to nail down the timeline. I've watched a bunch of interviews and stuff with you guys and heard you explain it. But for those that are just getting clued into the band, Jeremy, you and William, you guys go way, way back. And you were friends when you were much younger, playing music together and stuff like that. But whoever feels best equipped to break down this kind of crazy timeline of how you were a band cast for Outer Banks that eventually became a very real band that ultimately ended up with the Runarounds. How did it all come together, and what's the timeline?
Hey man, what's going on? It's Zenday.
Zenday, what's up, buddy?
About the what's going on, man? Gonna run you through the timeline real quick. I am the date guy in the band. I got all that OCD up in the brain. So it's been about 5 years now. We started all the way back in 2020. Saw a mix of like Instagram stories and auditioning cast, and it was one of those things where it just kind of all came together really quickly. Brought us out to Charleston, South Carolina. We played together for the first time. And then it was several years of just kind of moving around. The project flew us around and brought us all these different cities, write songs, play gigs, bond for the most part. And then it wasn't until several years later that the TV show really kind of got its legs, and we were able to start, pitching the show and selling it off, and eventually got picked up by Prime, shot the thing, released it, and now here we are, man, on the road.
So, but before you guys go on this casting call and they're looking for this band for Outer Banks, up until that point, were Jeremy and William the only two that knew each other at all? Had you guys even been in similar circles? Had you met in any form or fashion before the audition?
Yeah, so I'll explain me and Jeremy's kind of relationship, and I think the other boys kind of knew each other through social media. But me and Jeremy, we've been playing in bands together since we were 6 years old. Like, no joke. There's a lot of fun little Easter eggs in the TV show where, like, you're in the characters' bedrooms and stuff, and it's just actual photos of me and Jared growing up. It's really cool. We've been in, like, 5 different bands together, and we're lucky to be in the Runarounds now.
Man, it's so cool to see, and hearing about that friendship. I love like how much heart the show has, and I was trying to think real hard last night about the kind of elements or messages throughout the show that maybe resonated with me the most, that made me love the show so much. And I think it's the brotherhood. It's the bond that you guys have in the show. Obviously, when you need to go into Bez's home and help his family and stop the flood, and ultimately nobody got mad at Wyatt when his mom sold off all of your equipment. Like, there's just all of these things that highlight the bond that you guys have. Was that mirroring what's happening in real life? I don't expect you to tell me that you guys hate each other, but was that on purpose? Like, are you guys as tight and bonded as the show portrays?
Hey, it's Jesse here.
Jesse, what up?
It was so long before the show got picked up that we all had so much time to spend together, write songs, play shows, and really get to know each other before we even shot the television show. So there's definitely like a real world element of our characters and our relationships in the show.
Dude, I have to say, you guys have mastered the passing the phone game. We've talked to other large groups of musicians at one time, and it's a debacle. You guys have nailed the one phone, multiple people on it at one time. So I just want you to know that is a grade A work you're doing there.
Well, it's live. We got to be on our A game.
You're doing
We're passing it to Axel now.
You're killing the game. Axel, I have to say, I wouldn't say that you're my favorite. You're absolutely my wife's favorite. You have an amazing voice, and
right.
I've been checking out your other project as well. I think you're actually going to be in our neck of the woods. You're coming to the Crowbar with your other project, I think, in December. So hopefully we can catch up with you when you're in town then as well.
Oh yeah. Ybor, dude, that's a party town over there.
It is. They know
you
how
guys
to.
have fun.
Yeah, we know how to throw down. I'm curious
Absolutely.
about the songwriting, because in the show, like, the songs are so intertwined to the storylines from the beginning with the senior year to eventually Hypocrites. That's written with Sophia and all of that. Did you guys, from what I understand, you guys all together wrote every word of every song from the show and on that album. Did you write the songs for the show, or did the show get built around the songs once they were already written?
Well, that part was really interesting. It was probably like 60-40 with stuff that was written for the show and not. I mean, we had been writing, just kind of shooting in the dark for a few years before we had any scripts about anything. Just like loose plot lines and things our director would tell us. But, we would just write about our lives and situations that we were in. And if our director liked it, he would write it into the show and write kind of a plot around it. So there's quite a few songs where that happened for. But yes, we also did a trip like last January with our friend Matt Coma, and cranked out probably like, eight or so songs that were a little bit more geared towards the script itself. So that it was really fun kind of having a mix of things. Stop the van, I gotta poop.
Oh no, gee, oh man, dude, the life on the van has to not be for the faint of heart. We're joined by the Runarounds. They have a brand new show on Amazon Prime, but they're also a real band touring the nation. Do you guys, and you can be honest, we're all friends here, you have to get mildly sick of each other at some point. You're not on the big travel trailer bus yet. You're in a very tight van. Are we still in the honeymoon phase, or is the van get old on some days?
No, dude. I mean, I love the van. I'm a huge proponent of the van. It sounds like we might do a bus kind of situation on the next tour, which none of us have really done before. So we're all super stoked to try that out. But no, it's been a blast doing this and playing clubs. It feels like kind of synonymous with the ethos of the show.
Absolutely. Are you guys, going off of the show, and I'm trying to, again, figure where the characters begin and the real life musicians end and all of that. What is the party vibe? I would imagine most people look at a bunch of young studs hitting the road for the first time. Clearly, lots of ladies love you guys. Is everybody keeping it fairly calm? Is there one member of the band who's a little more known to party harder than the others? What are the party vibes for you guys out on the road?
Honestly, we're a very responsible group of young kids, man. We're packed up in a schedule, and it's a very busy one. And so it's basically just wake up, hit the next city, load in sound check, which is what we're approaching right now here in Asheville, and then we sound check. We usually go out and say hi to the line, get some food, play the show, load up, and go to sleep. Maybe grab a couple drinks here and there if possible.
But nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy, dude.
Unfortunately, we have not been partying that much. No, I'll just get sick if I try and keep going. Yeah,
I throw on a little jazz, read a book.
There you go. That's probably the secret.
When does that happen?
That's not true.
He's gassing it.
Dan, didn't I do that last night?
Okay. Look at that. He's starting to leave.
They're trying to dog on my jazz and book reading.
Whatever you got to do, trust me, there's a lot of rock stars that go in the opposite direction, and you as rock gods, should probably keep it fairly under the radar so that you have some longevity in your career. Don't party too hard too quick.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about.
Noted.
Zende, I had a question for you because, you joining the band in the show is such a focal part of the show. And I was curious how that instrument and that, you specifically became the character with that unfolded with. And spoiler alert a little bit, Zende and Wyatt, I'm intermixing real and not real names, but aren't originally in the band. And then Zende has an audition of sorts that is just mind-blowing on the drums. I've heard that you initially were playing the guitar. Was it always the vision, just because of your aggressive, badass way you play the drums, that was going to be the vision of who came into the band last within the show?
First of all, thank you so much. To be honest, I think it just really comes down to the fact that the drummer in any band is the foundation of the sound.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like you can't really have a good band without a good drummer. And so I don't think there was anything special about me in particular. I think it's just the fact that I was the drummer that kind of put me in the position to be that character. And it's like with Pete, he was just like kind of their best friend, and he wasn't the best drummer, and so he was kind of holding them back in that way.
He was, Pete. Is Pete in the crew at all for real? Like, is he a friend? Does he ever pop up?
He's absolutely a friend.
Yeah,
I mean, maximum. He's the absolute best. But he's just an actor, so he's not on the road with us at the moment. But man, it was a really fun experience being able to kind of take on that role and put the puzzle pieces together, if you will.
And Zende, I have to say, you have a scene and again, I'm trying not to give too many spoilers, but after everything kind of falls apart with the final performance and for the record execs and stuff, and everything happens with the trailer, and you kind of lose your mind on the side of the road. That is damn fine acting that you put forth there, my friend. You made everybody believe it, and that's one of the most intense scenes, and you really killed it. Me and Diz were talking about that last week. That's a really special scene in the show.
Well, thank you so much, man. It means the world, dude. I tried really hard. I got to give all credit to my acting coach, or our acting coach, Russ Blackwell, who was the absolute man, and he really helped me pull that scene together. I appreciate it, man. Super kind of you, dude.
For sure. What are your guys? I think the easiest way, and it really does. The band seems to smash genres in a bunch of different ways. I traditionally, am not listening to a bunch of alternative stuff right now, or what you would call indie rock, but I find you guys to just kind of be something completely different. Kind of a two-part question. If you're explaining your music to somebody who's never heard it, how would you? And ultimately, what are you guys really influenced by? Like, each one of you, if you had to throw out your favorite band of all time, who would it be?
Maroon 5. Yeah.
Diz was going to ask you if you would sign a Maroon 5 shirt if you guys came to town. So I'm glad you said that before we did.
Sure. Yeah. But, yeah, we would be honored. No, we love all sorts of things. Yeah, we all come from various different backgrounds musically. Me and Jared, we grew up playing classic rock. I did a lot of R&B soul singing. Growing up. I'm very much influenced by the greats, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin. Jerry, you wanna rattle off some?
Yeah, I was similar to Will, I guess, in these terms of the hard rock. I was raised on a combination of Kiss, Zeppelin, Stones, and Foo Fighters. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, and now, of course, I'm exploring a number of bands that these wonderful boys have introduced me to, including Cage the Elephant, Hippocampus. Yeah, it's been great. I'll hand you to Jesse next. Title Fight.
Title Fight? That's the band?
Title Fight.
Oh, I don't know who
Pennsylvania.
I don't know who Title
Great
Fight
band.
is. We're gonna have to check them
Check
out.
man. They're great.
You gotta play them on the radio.
Head in the Ceiling fan. Great song.
I will. Jesse, while I have you on the line and we're talking influences, one of the things I love about this band, first of all, you guys jam, and when you play, I love watching musicians play that look like they're giving every ounce of their being into the music, and you guys do that, whether it's on the show or on the clips I'm seeing of your tour, which I love. But there's a song specifically talking about influences, 15 Root Beers, which I heard you do a little deep dive on the songwriting process behind.
Oh yeah.
But this was an acknowledgement, maybe a note that I took when listening to that song and the harmonies on it. It gave me old school Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, Brian Wilson vibes on that song.
Oh,
and
interesting.
I hope you take that as a compliment. But
I do.
I noticed that feeling that it gave me during that song, and you touched on it's an incredibly depressing song, but also it's beautiful, and you guys killed it on that one.
Thank you. The Beach Boys were my grandfather's favorite band. I actually got to see Brian Wilson about 5 or 6 years ago with him.
I did too. Was that at the period? And it's not fun to talk about, but when I saw him, he was all but carried out to his piano and sat there. He was not. He sang a couple words, but he was there, and that's all that really counts, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. My grandpa enjoyed it. That's all that matters.
Exactly. So you guys have this huge tour that you're on now, technically, but the next leg, I guess you could say, starts in January. It all gets started in Dallas. I really hope that somewhere throughout all of this, you can make your way to the Tampa area. I know 97X, our sister station, is starting to spin some of your music, and we've got the green room that we do here where people come in and watch a little intimate performance. Would love to see you guys in that space, and I'm just super excited to see what happens next. I saw you guys got booked on maybe your first festival. I think it's one of your first festivals, and I've been telling people, I haven't pinpointed the year yet, but I'm thinking like 2030, 2032, you guys will be good for the Super Bowl halftime show. Does that sound like the proper timeline?
There we go. Yeah, Super Bowl halftime coming up soon. I got our people in the car saying that we just pulled up to the venue and we got a sound check soon.
You gotta go. You gotta go. The Rockstar Life. Thank you guys so much for making time. The runarounds, watch the show, stream the album. You guys were very giving with your time, and I appreciate you being here. Have a good one, dudes.
Oh, you're the best. Take care.
All right, later. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
You're an Ebor.
Bye. See you in Ebor. Absolutely an Ebor. Man, that went much better. That went much better than I thought with the it's just you have all of those dudes in one phone in one van. I didn't. It could have been a menagerie, but it went very, very well.
I think Zende said it where they're kind of like when they were talking about partying, they don't really do it. They're kind of locked in. You could tell even with the interview, they have a process.
They're polished.
Yeah, exactly.
They are polished. And I would think once you get to the point to where like Amazon is behind you and you have a show on that level that's being pushed, you're in the same stratosphere as Outer Banks. The creator of Outer Banks is the creator of the Runarounds.
Correct.
I would imagine everything is pretty tight, and you've got it figured out. Would not surprise me to see them blow up quite a bit over the next 5 years. And I think I meant to ask them, but from what I understand, they've got another album that's going to be hitting sooner than later, and probably a second season of the Runaround. So very cool stuff.
Very modest guys. You root for people like that where they're like not on their high horse and acting all like, oh yeah, we're rocking Amazon, blah, blah, blah. They're like, hey man, we're just excited to be here and we're trying to see what we can get out of this.
Well, and that's the funny thing too, is like, so I actually saw, it's funny you talk about the modesty because I saw this video. It was fans videotaping them getting out of the van, and they were legitimately carrying in their own equipment. They were carrying in the amps and the guitars and the drums. And even when I tried to highlight that, they're like, oh, we have got a great crew with us. So if you can manage to not party yourself to death and not become a dick, those are probably two things that are not super easy to do when you're becoming famous. So that was really cool. Hopefully they end up somewhere near Tampa, St. Pete. We can get them in for a green room, get them in the studio, and watch the rise. Get in buy in early before they do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Before they take off, yeah.
Exactly. All right, let's keep the show moving right along. I didn't hear from him yet, but I do hope that our good buddy Mo DeWitt is in the building or about to be. Just call Mo. We hit legal briefs with him.
I've been playing a lot of runarounds in the car with the girls and Nicole.
Are they liking it?
See how they like it. And Nicole, like, she loves rock music. She'll sing along to a lot of songs. They go, good band, right?
And that's the thing, dude. Like, the show is what, to me, you do almost have to separate the two. Because I know for a fact, I think Drew's probably a good example of it. If you just play the music for them, they go, wow, this is a pretty cool band.
Yeah.
You watch the show, it's leaning towards probably a younger crowd, and it's not for everybody. I think that's safe to say. But the music alone, they're jams.
Yeah.
And these guys absolutely rock out. It's a very unique thing. Dude, good to know you got a Runarounds family going on.
Yeah, I mean, even when I was watching the show, there was moments where I would play clips from the show and be like, what song is this in real life? And Nicole would have to tell me. It's fun. It's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Very CW Disney with the plot and everything. Get past that. The music's fun.
Or just go to the Runarounds on Spotify. If you feel like you don't want to watch the show, just go listen to the music. Again, I need to give a big thank you to Jenna. She runs a bunch of things in this building, including everything 97X, and they're going to start playing the Runarounds, and she facilitated this whole thing. And we're hoping to do a lot more like this in the music space on this show, in other places, and all sorts of things. So shout out to Jenna who made that possible. And do not go anywhere. When we come back, the man, the myth, the legend, the Juggamo himself, Mo DeWitt, just call MOE, is going to join us in studio. We'll take some of your legal calls. We'll pepper him in. I've got some interesting things. Actually, multiple interesting things. Nelly has a legal battle going on right now that I found to be very interesting. And my most beloved, well, I won't say it's my most beloved food item. The most talked about food item that I love has a legal battle going on as well. We'll dig into all that and a bunch more with Mo DeWitt coming up next on more Senning Show. Shout out to the Runarounds. Wild Fork Foods. Tonight, I'm doing ribeyes on the grill. I like to cook a couple of the thin-cut ribeyes to eat for dinner, and then I save a couple for my breakfast. On my most recent order, I got some of that smoked salmon, which is awesome for an appetizer. You put out some cream cheese, some pickles, some peppers. Unbelievable appetizer. You want to do something exciting for the crew when you're maybe watching the NASCAR race or watching a football game? How about a brisket? How about a pork butt? It is Porktober, so they've got great deals on pork. Check out the Iberico pork selections. If you're not hip to Iberico, it's really the Wagyu of the pork world. I don't know what they're feeding these little piglets, but they're feeding them very well. They're massaging them, telling them sweet things in their ear and all sorts of stuff. You can stock up in store, get it delivered to your home, or pick it up after you order it. Locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete. We love you, Wild Fork. Check them out online, wildforkfoods.com.
Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. You're not too scared to party, are you? Elysian Space Dust IPA presents The Bone's Halloween Takeover, happening Friday, October 31st on Halloween night. And you're invited, Bone fam. Come hang with your favorite people from The Bone. Party with the Mike Calta Show at Locals from 7 to 9 p.m. Meet up with JP, Monica, and Dizzy at Where's Jubes from 8 to 10 p.m. Kick it with John Senning and Dizzy at the Galley from 7 to 9 p.m. And get down with Drew and Mo at the Emerald from 8 to 10 p.m. Wear your costume and win. Each show will be hosting a $500 costume contest. And don't be scared to make it to the final resting place, which will be at Thirsty First, with a spooktacular performance from the Mike Calta Show Band. Pitbull Toddler at 10:30 p.m. Crawl your way through downtown St. Pete with Elysian Space Dust IPA. If you dare. The Bone's Halloween Takeover on Halloween night.
For more info, go to theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Cherry Elm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is #1 during the Drive into Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year on all new rides at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Online at cherryelm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
At International Diamond Center, diamonds always take center stage, but you won't believe the new collection of rare colored gemstones they have now.
When you see the color that we've procured and the collections that we've put together, it's going to blow you away.
IDC's Brian LeClaire.
Stones like a Paraíba from Brazil, extremely rare and hard to find, but the stone just absolutely pops and talks. It's got that beautiful ocean color.
Sapphires? Yes, IDC has them. Emeralds and rubies too, but so much more.
One-of-a-kind Saverites. Beautiful, vibrant green color. Red spinel from Burma. Unbelievable pigeon blood red color. Aquamarines, Santa Maria color.
Are you looking to add some color with fashion jewelry or even an engagement ring? IDC invites you to a whole new world of exquisite choices.
What we've really focused on is making sure that we are finding the most rare, spectacular gemstones.
Discover unique and rare precious gemstones and add some color to your life at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial £law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The big 000 is here at Ken Ganley Kia. 0% financing for 60 months. 0 down or 0 payments till 2026. We've got over 1,200 Kias on sale with low prices starting from just $17,988. Like a 22 certified Kia Seltos EX. Not $24,000, not even $20,000. On sale, $17,988. Got a trade? Regardless of what you owe, we want to pay it off. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richey on US 19, home of 0%, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. Online at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richey. JohnRicchie.com.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento APR 1667 per month per 1,000 financed. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved. Credit through KMF expires 11/3/25.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Bret Michaels Live and Amplified Tour with special guest Tesla. Saturday, March 7th, the Baycare Sound. Voted one of the most electrifying and engaging shows on tour. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at thebaycaresound.com. Bret Michaels and Tesla. The Ruth Eckerd Hall Experience.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready on your timeline. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
We called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
they came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/free. QUO.com/free.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Out of the raging storm, in the dead of night, the ravenous, blood-sick creature searches for its sacrifice. Through the hideous darkness it lurches, driven by death itself. satisfaction of slaughter will cause it to return to the darkness from which it came.
Whoop, whoop to all the juggalos and juggamos out there. Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. And I gotta say, I think I'm becoming emotionally connected to you, Mo DeWitt, because when I saw you, I had legitimate warmth running through my body. Like when I saw you, it was a little more emotional than I thought. After maybe
I have that effect on people.
You really do. I don't know if it's just your warm presence or your knowledgeable nature, but something about when I saw you, I felt things I didn't even know I was capable of feeling for you or really another man ever, to be honest. He is Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. Dude, I have to just say, when John sent me last week the Injured on the Go, Just Call Mo Halloween magnet that is the Juggamo, that is Mo DeWitt in full Juggalo paint. I hope this works. Hold on, because you guys, I say it all the time, but John and your crew, everything is so thoughtful. And I think, hold on. I think I don't have it muted. Stand by. Unmute. Oh, no. Why isn't it unmuting? Oh, I was trying to find the video. I clicked on the wrong one of you where you actually, maybe I don't have it in front of me. Maybe that wasn't it on the Instagram. But you did a video. Oh, I think I have it. I got it. Fago in the hand.
You know I'm down to clown.
Whoop, whoop. Dude, he pours two cans of Fago right over top of his head.
The whoop whoop needed a little work.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
It was whoop whoop.
I
had one shot.
I just have to know. And I love all the magnets. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that the Juggamo was not my favorite, but the Goosebumps.
My favorite.
The Shining.
Yeah. I think John asked me on air.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. Is his name John?
Yeah, his name's John.
Okay, yeah.
I love them all, but do you have any Juggalo history? Like, is there any legitimate Juggalo running through your blood?
Not really, no.
Okay, because
I wish I could say there was, but there's not.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, either way, when I saw that, I didn't know that it was real, to be honest with you. when John said it to me, I thought, this is a funny thing. But then once he sent me the link for the full video where you were, you have kind of little vignettes for all the different magnets, and when you dumped the Fago over your head, just really dedicating yourself to the art and to see you. I have to ask, where'd you get the ICP shirt?
John brought it to me.
He did?
So he showed up at my house with an ICP shirt and Fago. And it was like, you're going to dump this on your head.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I went to law school. And my son got the biggest kick out of it. He watched the whole thing being filmed and
rightfully
he was just having a blast.
Oh, dude, what if your son accidentally turns into a Juggalo now? Then? What if he's just like, Daddy, I want to be a whoop whoop Juggalo. I give me the Fago, and then next thing you know, he's traveling the country to go to the gathering, and he just comes home reeking like Fago all hours of the night, just because Dad did.
Daddy, I want to
cool.
go to the Dark Carnival.
Yeah. I mean, if you did not know, I am a member of the Juggalo community. I am in the Dark Carnival. Whoop whoop. It's been in my blood for many years. I've traveled when I lived in Michigan to see ICP, and it's really nice to see them pay proper homage.
I'm sure they always hope that a lawyer would make a magnet.
I mean, what else could it? Could they? I don't know if this is a proper question to
go for it.
Could they be litigious? Is there
anything
anything about this?
Because there's nothing that is trademarked.
Yeah, the only thing is the face paint.
Property of the face paint. Yeah, they really can't
Yeah.
do anything like for that. I mean, if we called it it doesn't say Juggalo.
Right,
We've kind of been referring it to it that way. Maybe if they have, I don't know if they have Juggalo trademarked or not. I would think maybe they do.
Yeah, I'm sure, because they got, I don't know if you know much about their history, but they got into a big fight with the government because the FBI labeled them a gang.
Yeah.
And so they ended up doing like the Million Juggalo March or whatever it was. Like they went to D.C. and all the Juggalos showed up to fight the fact that they got, I want to say that it was like a terrorist organization that they got they got labeled as. It's hard because I think it is a lot of just weirdos having fun, spilling Fago on each other. But I do think that there's probably, you don't get to be the Dark Carnival without having a little bit of darkness running through you. So,
but of course.
But you did inform me that the Halloween magnets, they did go, right?
They did, yeah. They sell out pretty quickly. So, if you don't know, like the last few years, we've done a series of like 4 magnets that we give away for Halloween. And this is the 4 this year.
I will say, if you people have been hitting me up and saying, "Oh, did I miss my window on the magnet? When are we going to do more magnets?" I believe there's about 400 Senning Show magnets left. This is a really cool artwork that Mo's guy put together of me standing about waist deep in the swamp. There's a Bigfoot. There's an alligator swimming around, and it's been really, really cool. And I text you privately just to see all the people posting the pictures of them. I got a video last night from my sister-in-law of my nephew opening it up, and he's like, Uncle John, and it's just been really cool to see them all over. I'm getting people texting me photos of them in the wild, like just seeing them out on the road and things like that. So again, thank you so much. It was an awesome idea, and the execution has been flawless. And thank you.
Yeah, of course. And there's still, like you said, a few left there. 400 left at shop.justcallmo.com. If you want
you go.
They're free.
Yeah, and it's free. That is the thing. I think it is hard in the year 2025 people to wrap their brain around. Truly FREE. They don't take your credit card information. There's no funny business. It is $0.00, and it's right on the front page of shop.justcallmoe.com. You can click on it, tell them where you want them to send it, and they will send it off, and it's that easy.
Or if you hate the magnet and hate me and just want to cost me money, go there and order one.
I didn't go with that angle. Really cover all of our bases.
Yeah.
Like, if you hate Mo or me or Dizzy and you just want to cause harm and take money from people that we love, just order one and use it for target practice or something like that. I mean, don't do that. That would be bad. We will pepper in some calls throughout the hour. If you want to get on the phone line, if you have something legitimate when it comes to legal advice that you need, 800-771-1025. Again, you can join us in the YouTube chat. We're streaming live, 1025 The Bone on YouTube. We have a real-life juggalo in there as well, Underground Psychos in the chat room. I riled him up. He said, "We are not a gang." So he did want that to be known. Have you ever heard us tell the story of when they brought like it's not the Gathering, but they have some other secondary big event that they do, and they brought it to St. Pete.
Okay.
And Drew started a petition to keep the Juggalos out of St. Pete. So when the event came around, I got like a big head of Drew, and I went down and I interviewed Juggalos and like, hey, like this guy was trying to keep the Juggalos out of St. Pete. Like, what do you think about him? And I keep saying I've got to bring that audio back to life because it was some really, really good stuff. My favorite comment was, "This guy, he looks like a gay magician." And that was also where I had my first and only Faygo dog. If you did not know, in the Juggalo community, they boil their hot dogs in grape Faygo.
That sounds horrible.
Which is a whole new thing. What's been on the travel docket? I know last time we had you, and I think you were off the heels of the iHeart Radio Fest. You go anywhere else cool since we saw you last?
I don't think so. I've just been hanging out for a little bit.
Up in the O. The comedy jam was
great.
Was a success.
We got to do that over here.
We really do. And I think endless possibilities. Again, we know that Just Call Mo, or not Just Call Mo, a cat named Mo, has a very high price tag. So I'd maybe think you could be able to weasel him down a little bit.
Well, I mean, now with the government shutdown, the TSA issue, might be a little strapped for cash.
Actually, did you have a hand in that? I didn't think about that.
I don't know.
Did you get the government shut down so you could get a cat named Mo at an affordable price? It's
all part of the master plan.
It's all coming together. And I will say the station, not necessarily me, but seems to have connections with lots of comedians and obviously we've got Johnny B and all his friends. I feel like we could do something pretty cool.
I agree.
Are you in? A lot of fun. Are you in with the Funny Bone people? Like, I'm not trying to plan it before it's even a thing, but would you try to do it at the Funny Bone or Side Splitters?
I think so. We reached out to the Funny Bone. I think we already got some like tentative dates or like looked at the schedule.
Oh, really? In Tampa
for next year? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
exciting.
we're working on it.
Well, anything we can do to help, you know that we're down for it.
I love that.
I was trying to peruse through your Instagram to see the last great chicken parm that you.
Is this the best kept secret in Vegas? Step into the Italian American Club.
Oh yeah, this was the one you told us about last time. That was the old school Italian joint in Vegas. You had any respectable parm since?
Yeah, I did two over in Orlando. One got released yesterday in Thornton Park, just like a little pizza joint. And then another one that was like this really fancy, like Italian restaurant where they like play an accordion and all this kind of stuff. But the Parma's really good.
Nice. We got to do a tour one day. It's tough with the show because I'm smack dab in the middle of the day. But one day I would love to do a Parm tour of St. Pete. Got to do Mazzaro's. Got to do some other spots.
Get a bus. Just load up some listeners.
Dude,
go Parm spot to Parm spot.
I love it. Everybody gets like a little Yeti cup full of marinara sauce to hit the road. All right, let's hit some legal briefs, some things that are going on in the world that maybe need a professional spin to understand what's really going on. Again, he is Mo DeWitt. You can hit him up at justcallmoe.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 866-CALL-MOE. I personally like the fact that when you go to the website, you see Mo's beautiful face in the bottom. It says, "How can I help you?" It's a real personal touches like that make you feel special.
Yeah, that always seems to get you.
I don't know what it
really
is.
Like that.
There's just... I just like the little touches. Like, that's what I like. And when I go to the website and it's Just Call Mo and it's Just Call Mo DeWitt's face saying, "How can I help you?" It makes me feel like Mo's saying, "How can I help you?" That's just how I feel.
You know, it's the personal touches in life, right?
You have children, Mo DeWitt, so I'm imagining that the answer is yes. Do you keep your home stocked in some form or fashion with what I find to be one of the greatest culinary inventions of really our entire generation, the Uncrustable? You got Uncrustable stocked at the crib?
We do not.
Really?
No Uncrustables. I don't think he's ever been introduced to Uncrustables.
What? Is that by choice? Are you keeping it from him?
I think it's just by ignorance.
Oh, no.
I don't know that I've had an Uncrustable.
What?
Am I kicked off the show?
We got to
now?
go to break, guys. We're shutting it down.
We got to run to the store.
I wonder if we have. You think there's any left?
I'm going to go check.
We want to go check real quick, and then if there is one, then it'll be thawed out by the time Mo's ready to leave. Are you doing peanut butter and jellies in your house at least?
Every once in a while, we'll do peanut butter and jelly. Yeah.
I mean, do you like a peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is fantastic.
Something about the Uncrustable, they have recreated, in my mind, exactly the peanut butter and jelly flavor that you think of when you think of like your mom's peanut butter and jelly when you're growing up. Like the perfect white bread, the perfect peanut butter to jelly ratio. Would you be okay with raspberry? Because I think the ones
I can deal with raspberry.
I think the ones we have in the building are raspberry. Shout out to the fine folks at the JM Smucker Company who did send me a case of Uncrustables. I'm thinking there's a 90% chance Diz is going to come back and say that they're gone because they've been.
You know, it is a radio station.
That being
Food
said,
goes pretty quickly.
That being said, the next time I see you in person, we have to do Uncrustables.
So we got Parm tour and an Uncrustable tour.
Dude, that'll be our what do they call it in the bougie Italian restaurants? That'll be our intermezzo. We've got a fine intermezzo of Uncrustables for you. When we get back on the bus, everybody gets an Uncrustable. I actually had. Over the weekend, I was going to wait for Diz to come back because I wanted him to hear this. My buddy Jared at his tailgate before the Bucks game on Sunday, he knows I'm a big Uncrustable guy, and we get there and he goes, "Dude, I got something special for you." Because I'm doing deep fried Uncrustables.
Oh boy,
dude! So he had pancake batter that he dipped the Uncrustable in, and then hit it in the fryer for just a second, dusted it with powdered sugar, and it came out almost like an elephant ear with an Uncrustable inside of it. It took at least 2 to 3 years off of my life.
Oh, definitely.
But
you probably needed a nap afterwards.
Many hours it took me to recover from that. But unbelievable. I say all of that to say Smucker don't play. The JM Smucker Company is suing Trader Joe's, accusing the grocery chain of infringing trademarks tied to its Uncrustable product. The lawsuit was filed in Ohio on Monday. The lawsuit references Trader Joe's back-to-school product being an obvious attempt to trade off on the fame and recognition of the Uncrustable design. I said it's got to be about a 90% chance there was none in there. I appreciate you digging. The lawsuit also asserted that Trader Joe's violated the Uncrustable trademark by using blue packaging similar to the Smucker Co. branding. I'm looking at the packaging right here, and as a man who's bought many boxes of Uncrustables in my life, the box looks nothing like it. It really does not. They say Smucker does not take issue with others in the marketplace selling prepackaged, frozen, thaw and eat. I say thaw and eat?
Yeah, you definitely
thaw and eat Uncrustable or crustless sandwiches, but it cannot allow others to use Smucker's valuable intellectual property to make such sales. In a lawsuit like this, when you're coming at a heavy hitter in the game like a Trader Joe's, what do you really have to prove? Because like I said, at first glance, outside of it looking like a similar product, the packaging to me, looks nothing like an Uncrustable.
Yeah, I mean, the legal standard is the likelihood of confusion in the marketplace. So, I think we talked about Aldi got sued
Cookies.
for
I
the
think it was
Oreos.
cookies, yeah.
It was like the Oreo. And, we're seeing more and more of these lawsuits. Actually, Crumble Cookies sued one of their competitors for using a similar shaped box, which I thought was a little bit
Like the
ridiculous.
long box or something?
Yeah. But it's really just a way of, because you can't trademark a recipe, right? So, they say they don't take any issue with the prepackaged thing. They can't take any issue with it. Anybody can make that. Anybody can sell that. I mean, really, I think all they're kind of going at, and I'm looking at the boxes here. You're right. They don't look anything like it. Maybe, no, the font's not even.
It's not. It's complete. And here's the other interesting thing, and I don't know if I brought this up. What is the level of expectation of a human being understanding that you can't get those products at a Trader Joe's? You know what I mean? Like maybe it's just because I like to go to Trader Joe's. Like, I know that you can't get Smuckers and you can't get a lot of name brand items at Trader Joe's. So by separating yourself into a store where there's no confusion because it doesn't even exist, does that like work against them or for them in an argument?
I mean, I think it works for them to a degree. Now, still the court's going to focus on the packaging, the fonts, the colors, things like that. With the Oreo one with Aldi, it was at least a little more similar colors and things like that. Here, I mean, the Uncrustable boxes come in different colors. There's really nothing except maybe the font that they use for Uncrustables that's kind of, sort of trademarked to the product. But otherwise, I mean, this packaging looks nothing like it. I mean,
that was my thought.
It seems like kind of a way, you have to kind of look at this from the market perspective, too. Sometimes, like with Crumble, when they did it, they were going after these small mom and pop cookie shops to basically put them out of business because they can't fight them. Trader Joe's is obviously on a different level, but there may be an issue where they just don't want Trader Joe's kind of competing with them on this.
Yeah, because that is a probably, if you did research and things like that, there are probably a good portion of kind of the upper to middle class moms that know if they can get a similar product at a Trader Joe's, you might lose them. So you actively fight them in the hope that you can win and then alleviate that part of the market that is the Trader Joe's mommy.
But I have a hard time believing this is really cutting into their market share. That from looking at it, there's really no likelihood of confusion here. So why are they really bringing this lawsuit? I don't know.
I'm still just shook to my core that you've never had an Uncrustable. just absolutely. I was telling Mo while you stepped out, Diz, that we went up to the tailgate on Sunday and we went over to Jared's, and Jared did some deep fried Uncrustables.
Deep fried.
Dude, he hit them in pancake batter and then dropped them down into the fryer and
great.
hit it with powdered sugar. They were insane. They were like one of those things that when you eat it, like, you can tell that you're dying, but also like they're so delicious. Like the hot. Something underrated about hot peanut butter that just, man, it was pretty damn life-changing.
So were you a fan of PB&J growing up?
Yeah, I like PB&J.
Yeah, well, then you got to, it's just, not that making a peanut butter and jelly is the hardest thing on planet Earth, but there's just something about yoking up an Uncrustable out of the freezer, and this is my pro tip that's got me a lot of flack over the last couple months. Maybe I don't know if you're a late night eater at all.
Occasionally.
A little bit. Dude, you throw one, because they got to thaw, so they're frozen.
Okay.
So you think to yourself, hey, I'm going to go chill on the couch, or I'm going to go lay in bed for a little bit, maybe watch my programs, my stories, if you will. And then you throw an Uncrustable, maybe two if you want, one on each side, in your pocket so that it gets a little churn and burn from your body heat. So then in about 15, 20 minutes, when you're really starting to feel a little snacky, you just pop one out of your pocket and they're ready to go.
Okay, that's quite the pro tip.
I mean, I'm just telling you, I have a feeling that once you have an Uncrustable, you're going to be Uncrustable.
I wasn't even a PB&J guy growing up, but I love Uncrustables now.
They're so, and now they've got like the honey one. They've got the which I'm not about. They've got the Nutella one, which is
I'm an OG.
Yeah, I like jelly, strawberry. The raspberry will do, but
and I kind of like it frozen, like not completely frozen, but with the peanut butter having kind of like you got to bite into it. It's
it
not
reminds
creamy.
me, as much as I just said I like hot peanut butter. Is great, but also when you think about, you get like that ribbon of peanut butter through some of your ice creams.
Yes.
When you eat it and it's a little bit frozen still, you get that hard peanut butter, like you were eating a peanut butter ice cream of some sort. Let's try a phone call. It's a real live game of Russian roulette here when we do this, but we will try it. We've got Just Call Mo in the building. Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. 866 call MOE. Senning Show. You're live on the air with Mo DeWitt. Who's this? Hello. 813. Give it to me.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Not very well. Keep on trying. I think we can get there.
I had a question about the concealed permit.
Oh, you know what?
Reciprocity.
Okay, I had something that I wanted to bring up in that general field as well. So what's your question, big guy? What's your name?
Well, my question is, I've been seeing these videos where they're saying that they're passing some new law saying that a concealed permit in one state is now able to be accepted in all 50 states. I want to know, is that just a load of BS, or is that actually something that's happening?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. And so I don't want to give you wrong information on there, but I'd be happy to look it up for you and do a little research. I know a cat named Mo had some very knowledgeable people on gun laws on the other day. They probably know off the top of their head better than I do, but it's something I can certainly research for you and get back to you.
We'll circle back. That's the corporate speak. We're going to circle back with you, okay, buddy?
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I did have a note written down about the open carry and just kind of your thoughts and the legality of it, because it seems to be people want to do it. You know, I don't fully understand it. They say it's quicker to get your gun, and you know, some people just want to have the old 6-shooter sitting by the shop, apparel if you need to. But I'm also seeing a lot of these people, I think they have a name for them, where their whole existence is about throwing like an AR-15 over their shoulder and then walking through like a crowded downtown waiting for a cop to accost them and say, "Hey, buddy," and they go, "Hey, open carry rules in Florida, buddy. What are you going to do about it?" What are maybe some of the misconceptions about open carry in Florida? It's not as much of a free-for-all as people maybe would like to think.
It's not. I mean, still, you know, private businesses can restrict it, obviously. And back when it first passed, I read all about it. I don't remember it all off the top of my head. But there are still restrictions that can be put in place. It's not an absolute by any means. Obviously, you know, some businesses have said they'll allow it, but
Publix
said they'll allow it.
came out and said, "Bring it in."
Which, you know, I heard somebody talking about they were at a Cracker Barrel actually, and somebody had this was holstered, but they dropped it or took it out.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, the bullet went off and like went right next to their infant child's head.
Jeez.
And shot somebody like in the leg behind them.
Oh, damn, dude, that's Cracker Barrel for you, dude. If that's not America, almost shooting a baby at a Cracker Barrel, dude, that's USA all day.
It was the Cracker Barrel in Sanford, actually. I remember it now.
Oh, wow.
But it kind of occurred to me, so if businesses allow this open carry, like Publix has, if somebody is accidentally shot within their premises there from an incident like that, could that possibly open them up to liability because they're openly allowing these people to carry guns within their store and they have no information as to whether these people are properly trained or equipped or anything like that? It might be a long shot, but the thought did occur to me.
Yeah, and you also wonder, you know, does that information need to be readily available for other people to make the decision? Like hypothetically, if I did have a baby and I was somebody who was hypersensitive to that, I would go, okay, I'd prefer to not have my baby in a restaurant where a bunch of people are open, whatever that decision may be. And to be honest with you, I've been kind of surprised that we're in Florida, so nothing should surprise me, but I haven't seen tons of backlash on the Publix thing for that matter.
No, you haven't. And I don't know how much of a difference it will really make in everyday visiting Publix life. But, you know, if something goes wrong, that's when they're going to get some flack for it. And that would be the concern that I would have as a business owner, just like a rental car company, right? You at least have to have a driver's license and some sort of insurance to rent a car from me if I'm a rental car company. Well, you just walk into Publix with any sort of gun. You don't know if you've ever shot that gun before, if you've been trained, if you've taken a class. You're just walking around Publix with an open gun. So,
and I don't know if you know the answer to this because we were talking, and again, people said, well, it's just quicker access, and you know, to fully exercise your rights, you should be able to just open carry. Like from a legal perspective, what are the true end of the day arguments of like why it needs to be on the outside of your pants or over your shoulder in public? Is it just it's our right, so get over it kind of thing?
Basically, so there was something that was deemed unconstitutional, I believe, which is why we now have open carry, because something in the law was deemed unconstitutional. I may be getting this a little bit wrong because it's been a little while since I looked at it. But that doesn't mean that they couldn't change it in the future. The legislature could pass a new law that's then deemed constitutional that then could be challenged and go back up through the court system. So things could still change in the future, but there was a constitutional argument made about the prior law.
So I want to throw this one at you real quick before we go to break. We don't have to spend a bunch of time on it because we've touched on it twice, and it's a lightning rod of controversy. But we brought it up again yesterday, and there was talk of maybe this mom is posturing for some sort of lawsuit. This happened in Polk County, and a mom is outraged over a birthday song that was sang to her child. It's a black family, black mom, black son, and it was his birthday. And I guess I've learned that this version of the birthday song is old school, and it's in the movie Madagascar. But the teacher sang it to this kid. The mom got very, very upset. She's now pulled her kid out of school completely. And yesterday we were wondering, is this going to be a Ben Crump situation where he's going to roll in? I'm going to play you the audio, and then I'm just curious if there's even an avenue within a civil realm to come at the school district or the teacher for this.
Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like 1, 2. Give a clap, everybody.
So they send the video to the mom. They say, "Oh, look, it was your son's birthday. Oh, how fun." And she goes, "What the hell is going on here? This is terribly racist." She throws a fit, pulls her son out of school at this point. I don't think he's even returned. Is there something in here if she wanted to be litigious?
I mean, this is America. Anyone can sue anyone for any reason. Would it be a successful lawsuit? Probably not. But, it doesn't mean they couldn't sue for some sort of discrimination of some kind, obviously.
You'd have to, I guess then you have to prove some sort of intent, right?
That's where I was going to go with it, is anyone who's ever kind of heard that song before, at least the intent that I've always known it for, is just a funny version of the birthday song. So now you're kind of trying to make it something that maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I never thought it was, obviously.
Do you go, let's just say that makes it to a court somehow, some way. Like, would you bring up this lady? Like, we found out that this lady has a Klan hood inside her closet, and then her husband in 1959, flew a rebel flag in his front, whatever it may be. Like, is that where something like that would go to prove intent?
Potentially. Or, you could look at something, well, when the other kids had birthdays in the class, they sang a different version of the birthday song. So was it targeted towards this person because of his race? So you're going to look at things like that to show what the actual intent is. But obviously it can be difficult to determine an intent in a case like this because you can't get in the person's mind necessarily and see why they sang that version. But things like that, those factors, those prior history can of course contribute to what the intent is.
Very
evidence of the intent, I should say.
I'll be curious. I mean, she's got him out of school right now. We were just throwing around the idea. Maybe she was, lawyering up and seeing what could happen. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, more legal briefs with the man himself, Mo DeWitt. Hit him up online. Just call MOE.com and get yourself a Senning Show magnet if you haven't already. They're beautiful, I must say. They're heavy duty. Shop.justcallmoe.com. It's free. No credit card, no money. He's just paying for it out of his own pocket because he's that sweet of a man. Go get your magnet. More Senning Show on the way.
Killer if you ask. But every night he needs me to land himself a red 3-corner pocket at 12.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors. Trusted for over 50 years. These windows are made in America, and this is a family-owned business. It's been doing it for 50 years. That's a long time. And they deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows with most installs done in under 8 weeks. And right now, the biggest giveaway they've ever done is in full effect. You can win $25,000 in new windows absolutely free if you just text TRUST 20129. That's TRUST to 20129. If you entered in the past, you're locked in. You're good to go. You're registered for the $25,000. Don't wait. Do it now. Trust to 20129. If you're looking for a free quote, check them out. ReeseWindows.com.
Try out for the 7th grade football team. You'll probably be nothing but this town's old drunkard.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hurry in for kickoff savings at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Mark your calendars for this Saturday. It's EOTech, Savior Bags, and Victor Day at Shark Coast Tactical. Explore the latest in Victor Industries, today's leading innovators in piston-driven rifle systems, and dial in your setup with EOTech Savior Bags and equipment, all with exclusive event-only deals. Get to Shark Coast ASAP and take advantage of the 2A tax-free holiday on all things firearms. No tax on firearms, ammo, suppressors, sights, everything. And Will is covering your tax stamp on select suppressors. There has never been a better time to get over to Shark Coast Tactical.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $239 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
John Senning and Dizzy of Senning Show, known as the kings of chill around these parts. If you don't know, you're about to know about the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. Pretty much cleaning up with the Bradenton's Best Award, Best Bar, Best Date Night Spot, Best Live Music, Best Coffee Shop, and they got something going on almost every night of the week. Wednesday, tell them about it, Dizzy.
Karaoke, go sing your heart out. My suggestion, Usher, really pops the crowd.
Thursday, baby.
You think you know it all? Prove it. Got trivia night on Thursdays. Prove that you're the smartest in the room.
Friday.
Open mic night, our favorite, whether you want to rap, sing, tell some comedy, or maybe some snap poetry.
And Sunday, fun day.
Are you a Poindexter? This is probably your night because this chess club. Be 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of your competition.
Check them out online at thekavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Kava Social Club. Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
Local folks in uniform know that when it comes to jewelry, IDC rolls out the red carpet every time.
I actually bought my wife's wedding and engagement ring from IDC.
Meet Jamison Kinsey, a Largo firefighter and paramedic who took advantage of International Diamond Center's 15% discount for first responders.
Amazing to get that discount and get something much prettier than I probably could have without it.
At IDC, we love our heroes.
People like myself and all the other first responders, it helps us in our budgets and every day to know that there's a place like IDC that we can go and get incredible value for amazing product.
International Diamond Center, always going out of our way to deliver exceptional value for those milestone moments in everyone's life, and always just a little bit extra for our military and first responders.
My name is Jamison Kinsey, and I'm a Largo firefighter paramedic, and I've been super grateful for everything IDC has done for myself and our department.
International Diamond Center, proud to serve those who serve us. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
Johnny B here. You like betting sports like me? Baseball playoff time is here. Football is already in full swing, and you're still betting sports like your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving? Stop that shit. Go to Genesis13AI.com right now. Jump into the super-powered nuclear AI system like I do. It's time to start winning. You get real-time stats, high-confidence picks that matter. Stop setting your money on fire. Go to Genesis13AI.com today and start winning. Genesis 13, built for degenerates, refined for assassins.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
It's the Bone Halloween Takeover in downtown St. Pete, presented by Elysian Space Dust. Party with the Mike Calta Show, JP Show, Senning, Dizzy, Drew Garabo live at locations throughout the night like Locals, The Galley, Where's Jubes, The Emerald, and Thirsty First, where Pitbull Toddler will perform live. Visit theboneonline.com for details. Elysian Space Dust. Dust if you dare.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
We've been called the Brooks and Dunn of radio. Brother.
I'm a hard-working man.
I am John Senning. He is Dizzy, and you're in the midst of legal briefs with our good buddy Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. I got to start leaving myself voice notes for all the things I think about that I want to talk to Mo about, because I didn't see it, but I think Drew mentioned that you commented somewhere that you're a fan of Dave, the show Dave.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, we went back and started watching it from the beginning. I don't know if it was because we watched in real time, waiting for every episode every week, that it was one of those shows that just kind of got forgotten about.
Yeah.
Going back and watching it from the beginning, I watch it and I go, how is this not discussed as one of the funniest shows to come to real television in the last 10 years? It is.
Even the first episode.
Dude, the first, everything.
Is ridiculous.
And he's so funny.
He's hilarious.
The other thing that's weird about Lil Dicky, Dave, where is he? He is so talented. He's this man who is clearly a great actor, clearly a great rapper, and I feel like you have these long periods of time where he's not really doing anything, and I'm sure that's by choice. But
and the show has heart.
Yes,
whether it's
it really does.
Dealing with bipolar or the relationship stuff. It made me think a lot when I was
really
watching.
Does.
Yeah.
It is very funny, and it can get raunchy, and they'll do things that I go, damn, I can't believe they did that. But it also makes a really, really funny show. If you've never seen it, Mo DeWitt said it's good. So if you don't trust my opinion, go check. For
writing.
It is, and then it gets crazy at the end with appearance. Adams, Drake makes a cameo. They're really just cameos like that through the whole thing.
Drake's in that?
Yeah, yes, he is in it. I think that it was done digitally or I personally don't think that they were ever together. He comes up to him. I think they're in the mountains or in the middle of the desert, and Drake just kind of walks up to him. My belief is that they did that digitally some way, but the Brad Pitt stuff is funny as hell.
Yeah, the whole show's amazing.
And the Rachel McAdams song that he
I forgot about that.
Call me Mr. McAdams. Good stuff.
Or when he goes back to his house and does the video about his life. And the stuff comes out of him. He's like, this is too much.
Yeah.
This is too much. It's so good. It's better on the rewatch for sure.
It really, in this first one of these early episodes, his young version of himself pops up and he kills him. He smothers him in a bowl of pasta or something. Very, very good stuff. I have a couple other things that I'd like to throw at Mo DeWitt while we've got him in the building. If you need any legal help, advice, if you've been in an accident, something going on in your life, just call MOE.com, 866, call MOE. I love the guy. He's a good dude, and that goes a long way in this world, in my opinion. So, what was my fun name that I came up with?
It was
you got a case or get out of my face.
Yes.
All right. So this is one of those attempted lawsuits that on the surface feels like, okay, this person is just looking for a payday. But because we have a professional in the building, a real life breathing attorney, let's ask him. Is it get out of my face, or you might just have a case or some version of that?
All right.
Up in New Jersey, a Toms River woman says she suffered a traumatic brain injury after being struck in the head by a closing tailgate of a Volvo SUV, a feature she claims was triggered by her dog. Megan Kaur filed a lawsuit on October 10th, alleging that the vehicle's motion-activated liftgate sensor caused the tailgate to shut while she was standing behind it. The incident occurred after a hike with the Volvo Car USA employee who was driving an SUV owned by the company. Oh, that's a bold move. Kaur was standing at the rear of the SUV when with the tailgate open. According to the lawsuit, the Volvo employee's dog walked under the vehicle, triggering the sensor and causing the tailgate to close unexpectedly. The liftgate struck the woman in the head. The vehicle was equipped with hands-free sensor designed to open or close the liftgate when it detects a foot motion beneath the bumper. Her doctor says she suffered a traumatic brain injury and continues to experience problems with her vision and balance. A medical certification filed with the lawsuit states that she now has difficulty with how her eyes work together, sensitive to light, and trouble coordinating her vision with movement. Is this get out of my face, or this lady might have a case?
Well, isn't Volvo the one who has the video where they're kind of displaying their collision avoidance system and ran the guy over?
I think you're right. I think you're right. Well, and the fact that the woman works for the company is, I don't know if that means she would be more emboldened or less to not only go after the maker of your vehicle, but your employer.
So, I mean, first we have to look at, from Volvo's perspective, would this be foreseeable? So I think having an animal run around a car could foreseeably trigger the trunk to close. So then the second aspect is, was there any sort of sensor to, when it's coming down to sense if a person's standing there or somebody's in the way.
Which you would think, right?
You would think it would be there, but of course we don't know the details here. And then what force, what pressure is that, tailgate coming down at? Now, you would be surprised at the things that can cause traumatic brain injuries. It's actually a lot more than you would think, frankly, because if you're not paying attention,
like a lot more or a lot less when it comes to like impact.
It takes a lot less impact. There's a lot more things that can cause it. Because especially if you're not, if something comes and hits you in the back of the head, it doesn't need to have much force to kind of jolt your brain like that. So even doors, automatic doors and things like that can cause traumatic brain injuries. So it's possible that she has a case here. Obviously, we need to know more details about how this system was designed. What's the force coming down and what sensors are there to prevent this type of thing from happening? And was there a malfunction? Was there a malfunction in the technology? So it's certainly a possibility. So I think there actually might be a case.
Yeah. And I mean, you almost wonder like what the avenue would be when you work for the company. Like, is there a scenario, a clearer path to a payout, or at that point from the big wigs on down, it doesn't really matter if you work for the company or not?
Well, you said it was a company vehicle though, right?
Yeah.
So that makes it a little bit easier because you're not necessarily having to bring it'd still probably be a products liability case either way. So it's probably about the same, frankly.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Did you hear? I know you listen from time to time. Did you hear that I finally procured a new vehicle after all these years?
I did hear that.
I got out of the RAV4. I don't have it yet. They're putting some bells and whistles and fixing some things, but I'm really hoping it's okay if it's not. But I'm really hoping that I can scoop up the new Bronco from Furman Ford this week to be able to peruse the town with the top down over the weekend.
Very nice.
Yeah, what kind of car is that you drive?
The Rivian.
The Rivian, very futuristic.
I mean, I like it.
You like it?
I love it.
That thing is, dude, I just found out that, like, anytime you have a car for a period of time that a bunch of people don't even know exists, that's when you know you got a sweet car.
It was kind of cool. And people were like, what is that?
Yeah,
what
I remember the first time I saw one. Like, cars, you know the make and model of cars.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very often that just, like, somebody new jumps on the scene. And I remember seeing one going, what the hell? Is that from another country? What is this thing?
Only downside of the vehicle, no vroom vroom.
Yeah, no, it's just a little. Sounds like a little like a spaceship cruising around. Let's try this call. This person's been holding very, very patiently, and for that we will reward you. Senning Show, you're live on the air with Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. What up?
Hey, I just wanted to thank Mo for the magnets. I received them the other day.
Hell yeah.
Good.
And I got the new ones, but why isn't anybody talking about the best magnet?
Lay it out there, big boy. Which magnet?
The Dirty Mo with the busted tooth and the black eye.
It is great. it is great, not only visually, but a functional magnet where you can let the whole house know whether the dishwasher is dirty or clean. And that does come equipped with the Dirty Mo that has clearly been beaten and battered. You are right. That's a damn fine magnet. And I believe that was thrown in with all of the Senning Show magnets. So
it absolutely was.
Good call.
All about form and function.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Look at that. Just a little magnet love. Nothing.
And thank you guys for being patient. I know it took our guy a little longer than expected to get them all mailed out. But
honestly, it did. I feel bad because I felt like any like dirty emails or anything that happened came directly to you guys, because I think I got maybe like a message like, where is it? But John hit me up and was like, hey, let your people know, and that made me think that you guys were like fighting off a bunch of angry people.
No, I mean, anytime we release something, there's always something that get lost in the mail, and people don't understand the timeline sometimes, and that's and frankly, it's one guy in a garage who's sweating and stuffing magnets into envelopes.
Shout out to that. What's that guy's name?
Eric.
Eric. Shout out to Eric doing God's work in the garage. Now, is he the guy who designs it too, or he's just the shipper guy?
No, he's just the shipper guy. Eric the merch man.
Eric the merch man. Shout out to you, buddy. This very song is actually the subject of a legal brief. A federal judge has recommended that Nelly be reimbursed. Yes, this Nelly, legal fees stemming from a baseless and frivolous lawsuit filed by it's the ones closest to you that you got to worry about. Filed by one of the St. Lunatics. In September of 2024, Ali Jones filed a federal lawsuit against Nelly, claiming he misled bandmates about credit and royalties for 8 tracks on this album. It was the Country Grammar album. That lawsuit initially sought $50 million and listed 3 other St. Lunatics members, Tori Harper, Robert Cajoyne, and Lavelle Webb, who quickly got out of it. I bet you Nelly was like, you bitch boys, you will never go on tour with me again if you play this game, and said that they did not authorize the lawsuit. Jones continued alone, but moved to voluntarily dismiss the case in April 2025. Now, you got to figure out the licensing and if you come back at some point and go, well, I helped Nelly, you probably figured out you
25 around 20 paid, which it's big.
A lot of times they settle out of court, but the artists that come forward and say, well, clearly, and it's usually lesser known artist, like our friends. There's a band out of Florida, Article Sound System. They put forth a lawsuit, and it was for Dua Lipa. They said this song that she released, listen to our original track. She stole the whole hook and the beat and everything to it. Those cases seem to operate in a very, very strange space where first you've got to prove that there was any knowledge, and I think sometimes the record companies go, okay, we'll throw you some money, and in some cases they do get the big one was
Man Zach. You should play that one for him.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But the big one was Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran ended up having to put TLC on as a writing credit for his big song.
Was that the one where he was on the stand and he's like all songs kind of completely used the chords and played
What was that? Oh yeah, this is it right here. So TLC has a writing credit on this now from No Scrubs.
What?
Really?
I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Sitting on the.
You could do that to any song.
Yeah, but they got it. They now have a writing credit on it.
I just enjoy being serenaded.
Yeah, thank you.
Do anything to that cadence and make it. You look like a monkey. And you smell like 1, 2, 3.
Racist, Disney.
The other one that I know went through was I can't remember the song, but Right Said Fred got one from Taylor Swift. She had that.
I remember that
super horny song. It was one of her more horny tunes, if there is such a thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, because they ended up having to put Right Said Fred, the I'm too sexy for my.
I'm curious, what's Taylor Swift's more horny song?
Well, it's actually my favorite song of hers.
Makes sense.
Hold on. Oh no, here it is right here. She ended up having to give a writing credit to I'm too sexy for my pants.
I don't like your little games.
Kind of horny, right?
Like your
I wasn't off base. Yeah,
I can hear it more in this song than the scrub thing.
Yeah, I don't want to give that Elevators Matt and Zach thing a short shrift, because if there is a case, then we need to get Matt and Zach hooked up with Mo so we can we can get them some cheddar. So we need to make sure we tackle that next time we get you in here. Mo DeWitt, we love you, buddy. Thank you for making the trip out here. It's always great spending time with you. I said it and I meant it. When I saw you today, I realized how much I missed you. So thanks for coming over, buddy.
Too.
Make sure you hit him up if you are in need. It's just call MOE.com. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo, 866, call MOE. And if you thought that the magnets were all gone, you were wrong. There's less than 400 available now, but the Senning Show magnets of me in the swamp with the Bigfoot and the alligators, you can still get it. Shop.justcallmoe.com. Mo, we appreciate you. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to fire up John's Joints. We'll be joined by Drew Garabo, give you some news of the day, news of life, and much more. Keep it locked to the bone.
Place to sleep, lock me out, and through a feast. What? The world moves on another day, another drama, but not for me, all I think about is karma.
It's October, and it's still pretty dang hot in the middle of the day, but don't worry, Hawkins Service Co. has you covered with new AC systems starting at just $112 a month with 0% financing, or you can get ahead of the season. It's going to be cool before you know it with a $59 furnace tune-up. So when the cooler nights get going, you can be ready to go. Don't wait. Schedule your appointment today at HawkinsServiceCO.com. True fact of my life, Hawkins was in my home this morning. Shout out to the dude, Kalen, who I got a little text with his background check. Said, this is the guy that's coming into your house. My toilet had been making very strange noises. He was there for about 30 minutes. I needed some new valve dealy. He replaced it. It was painless, much like everything that Hawkins does, whether it's HVAC, electrical, plumbing, or pool repair. One call really does handle it all. 813-445-8209. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Are you into scary shit like ghosts and ghouls or the growing price of groceries? If you like scary, Busch Gardens has your fix. Happy Halloween. Howl Howlow Scream returns for select dates now through November 1st, 2025. This year's event takes over the entire park with 5 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, 9 themed bars, and 2 shows. Guests can face their fears with nighttime rides on 10 world-class attractions, including Iron Gwazi, North America's tallest, fastest, and steepest hybrid coaster, and the new Phoenix Rising. Howlow Scream is a separately ticketed event. You get all the scares for a great price. Listen to The Bone all this week to win tickets, or head to theboneonline.com for more details and get your Howlow Scream tickets today.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new Impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota
Of Newport Richey.
At Sprouts Farmers Market, the Sprouts brand sale's going on now. And who knows Sprouts brand best? Our own team members.
What I like about Sprouts, it's quality. My favorite snack is a coconut roll.
One of my go-to meals at home is their organic penne ricotta.
Save 20% off hundreds of delicious, healthy Sprouts brand products. Organic produce like our super green salad mix. Your next fave, organic Italian farfalle pasta. Even decadent treats like our vanilla wafer bites. All 20% off through October 21st.
Form Energy is here. 0 sugar, 200 milligrams of natural caffeine, 4 great flavors. Grape Smash, Screamin' Freedom, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Grab a can of Form Energy for just $1 at 7-Eleven locations with your 7-Eleven rewards October 13th through the 22nd.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using new technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients to receive life-saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
The big 000 is here at Ken Ganley Kia. 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. We've got over 1,200 Kias on sale with low prices starting from just $17,988. Like a 22 certified Kia Seltos EX. Not $24,000, not even $20,000. On sale, $17,988. Got a trade? Regardless of what you owe, we want to pay it off. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richey on US 19. Home of 0%, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. Online at KenGanleyKia, KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento APR 1667 per month per 1,000 financed. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved. Credit through KMF expires 11/3/25.
If your plug's burned out or your switch won't flip.
If your power cuts out or when your breaker starts to trip.
For all things electrical, call us today.
And a Bolt electrician will be on the way. A Bolt electrician is on the way. Yep.
From panel upgrades to garage EV chargers.
And fixing broken switches or outlets to installing powerful whole home generators.
Call for a Bolt electrician.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Brett Michaels, live and amplified tour with special guest Tesla. Saturday, March 7th, the Baycare Sound. Voted one of the most electrifying and engaging shows on tour. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at thebaycaresound.com. Brett Michaels and Tesla. The Ruth Eckerd Hall Experience.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, are you really ready for retirement? Listen to Money Made Modern with Sheridan Murphy. Saturdays at 10 a.m. on 102.5 The Bone.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Shout out to the homies Cashed Out. They're going to be in Pinellas Park in December with the Elevators. Love those dudes. Welcome back to Senning Show. Real quick, flags up, limes in. Week 7 is upon us. Catch all the football action with Corona. Sunday at noon at Thomas P. Sports Bar and Patio in Tampa. Drew was just telling me about this spot the other day. Said some of the best wings you're going to find in town. Sunday at 4, Muggs Sports Bar and Grill in Clearwater. And Monday night, big matchup. Bucks, Lions, Monday Night Football. Splitsville in the Channelside Bay Plaza. And you're going to have your chance to score tickets to a Bucks game, including that VIP pirate ship access or a custom Corona Bucks Yeti cooler. All you got to do is visit coronafootball.com for all the details. Corona, it's a big deal. It's exciting. Now an official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Flags up, limes in, fire the cannons. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy, and that man over there. I had a rhyme, but I think it was too filthy.
No, come on.
No, it was he's wearing pink and he's not afraid to
go in your stink.
Yeah, but I was trying to whip it around to
take
be
it
like
where it stinks.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I was working through.
Love that.
He is Drew Garabo.
Hi.
Did you have their wings, by the way, recently?
I did. Yeah, and I was just looking up on their menu right here which the sauce was that I had. I will tell you, Mo's been raving about this place forever.
I think his buddy like owned the place.
Tom, yeah. And so I finally went and had their wings, and they are phenomenal. Some of the best wings you'll have in the area.
It's tough to know with Mo because I believe like he likes good food, but I also think he likes free food. So if he goes and he doesn't pay for it, and then he says it's good, but knowing that you tried them, that gives me a little more faith. I've heard good things about the spot.
Yeah, I paid full price, and I had their Dave's Wingman sauce, which is their Carter sauce, which is the hottest, mixed with garlic parm, honey barbecue, herbs, and spices.
Dude, I love when they have like a place has like a staple wing sauce. Like for whatever reason, it's like the same thing as Kahuna's over here. They have the Tim Harper, which is like mild, barbecue with jerk seasoning. Like anytime you're like taking sauces and mixing them together, it shows a little bit of inventive nature. It's like the Merman over at Mullet's.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The Merman there and the Dave's Way at Hat Tricks, the shake and bake with the lightning sauce.
What's the one over at your spot, McDivitt's, blackened and boiled or boiled and blackened?
Boiled and blackened. Yeah, the last couple of times I tried, I got denied because it takes them 45 minutes.
It's so crazy.
And if they're busy, they won't do it.
Because they actually boil them and then blacken them. Like it's a process.
Yeah, I thought I was screwing it up and that it was broiled and blackened, but it's boiled and blackened.
I've been seeing that on TikTok and different things about people like, you're doing your chicken wings wrong. You need to be boiling them before you do anything. Like some people are boiling them before they smoke them, before they fry them, before they grill them. Because I think pretty much what you're doing is just cooking it until it's falling right off the bone, and then you get some char marks on it, get a little crisp on it, and that's good stuff. Did you catch any of the runarounds? I was very curious, due to the nature of our conversations about the show and everything in the runaround stratosphere, what you were going to think about the boys.
So I heard the whole thing. Nice. I was one of those guys who I always think people say this and never mean it, but I sat in the parking lot here so I could hear the last 10 minutes of the interview. They were great. You were great. I think I stumbled upon the reason that they don't resonate with me, and it's because there's really no struggle. I know they're humping it as musicians, but they haven't really had to overcome any adversity. They're very positive dudes.
And they're super polished. Like, Diz made that observation that it is kind of, they went from being not even actors, I guess just musicians who, it is the most unusual journey to get to be I think the only thing you could probably compare it to is these people kind of like Dylan Catrone, who we had in here, and I think Zach Bryan kind of comes from the same vein of, like, you hit on TikTok and then all of a sudden your video has 1 million views.
Overnight celebrity.
And then rather than a lot of guys and a lot like the bands that we listen to, the Little Strangers, the Cashed Outs, the Articles, who are humping it, hoping to get on a radio station or to get to that next level, and it doesn't really happen. These people, from the runarounds to the Dylans and those, that's like, okay, you got 1 million views, you got a show, here's a record deal, and you almost have to wonder, is that the new way? Is getting discovered? Because it's like in the show, you see it in the show where the record label, and it's a television show, I understand that, but I think it's also the real world. The record label is watching stuff on social media, and they're going, look at this band, the Runarounds. They just got 1 million views, and then it's, let's offer them a deal, which is a newfound thing.
Yeah, and in your explanation, I think you hit it right on the head. We like these bands that have been touring and pumping it for years, and they would love to get viral like that. And these kids, I don't begrudge them for it, but not an instant success. They've been doing it a couple of years, but social media drove their success.
Well, and it will be interesting to see, what the avenue is. You know what I mean? Like, is it going to be? They are bars and clubs, like they had to change the whole tour to bigger venues. So does that continue? If they end up doing 2 or 3 years of clubs and medium-sized venues, will they keep going? Because right now we're also in the window of the show. I think when you launch a streaming show, they probably, from the research and development department, tell you like the 6 months after you success and people are talking about it, it's front of mind. Once that time period goes and it is more about the music, does that help them? Does that hurt them? It's definitely it's an uncharted path.
It is, but the connection was great. I'm like, oh, John's happy with that.
Dude, and I was prepared. It would have been built dudes all yelling at the same time. It would have been a great payoff, but they.
The drummer, his real name isn't what it is on the show.
Can I tell you this? Shout out to I should have given her a shout out in the segment to my field producer, Danielle, my wife, for that. Yes. Because my wife, she went and she made these pictures for me. It is the actor name and the character name, so that I would be able to reference both. Because a couple times I did. I interchanged names from the show, and and the real names as well. But yeah, she did that for me. Thank you.
Good bunch of dudes. You got to be happy for their success. I get why people love it, and I'll probably continue the show. But
and again, I don't know if you heard my comments after it. Talking about the range in which of people you can touch, there is an element of people who would love the music if they heard it on the radio that would never sit through that show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so 97X, I think it's starting to play them like today or tomorrow. And I would imagine people hear that and go, oh, this is really cool. They jam, they rock. But that person isn't going to be the person that sits through a teen drama type show. So it's almost, when does the show not work against them, but kind of work against them in the music space when it comes to touching those other people that want a rockin' band that don't want to watch a show that's quite like that.
And it was your father-in-law that got you into it.
He was the first one who told us about it, and he said, yeah, the music is actually really good. And he tried to explain it. I didn't really get it, so we had been thinking about it, and then it was Ben at Ferg's that day who told me, we're going to Gainesville in a couple weeks to go see this band, the Runarounds. And I'm like, the TV show Runarounds that I've been hearing about? And sure enough, that's them.
Not to peel it back, but did you make that?
I didn't do anything yet. I was waiting a lot. Sometimes after you do something, you'll like hear back from the people.
Right.
Have not heard back from the people.
Oh.
So I don't know if I don't hear back from them by the time I get home. I'll probably go, hey, it was great chatting with the boys.
Got anything
let's
for
get on that list.
Gainesville's not that far.
It's really not.
Asheville tonight, though, man. When he said they were gearing up in Asheville, it just made me think about being in Asheville a couple months ago. That is such a cool city.
And a place to go see a show, too.
Oh, yeah.
Go see a little bit of the mountains, breathe in some fresh air.
Oh.
Were you surprised the Axel guy shutted out Ebor? I didn't know he knew Ebor like that.
Everybody knows Ebor.
Yeah, I don't know what I wanted to. Well, I half wanted to, half didn't want to, because I don't know. You don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Well, no, you don't know. Like, is he doing that in unison with the band? Like, are the people on the Runarounds end of things, are they happy that he's out touring with another band?
I think you did it perfect how you mentioned his project and not like, hey, you know that other band you're in?
It's Axe and the Hatchet Men. And they're gonna be at the Crowbar in Ybor. I think it's like mid December.
Crowbar's days are numbered. They're closing soon, and Under Oath just played there the night after they sold out a big show. They played the next night.
I saw. What's the deal with those guys? They're local. They have local connections. I know that people love them here, but I didn't know if they were truly local.
A couple of those guys do, I know, but I don't think all of them.
Yeah, interesting.
So that's a good venue, though. That Crowbar's super cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna say this, and you're not gonna believe it. I don't think I've been to the Crowbar.
I believe it.
Really?
It's in Ybor. Like, it's not,
Yeah, and maybe.
Who was
Dylan was there.
Jelly Roll or whatever you saw. Who did you go see and you got a photo?
That was if you're talking about the Jelly Roll show, that was at the Dallas Bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe long ago, but
I performed there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. You performed there with what was that guy's name?
Come on, you know it.
Something Jerry.
Yeah,
Champagne Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was whatever happened to that guy.
He is no longer. Well, he wasn't doing music. I think he joined the priesthood. Or he's a weird dude. But now he's doing
like a
music.
legit priesthood.
Yeah.
Like he's a priest. Like he's out spreading the word of spreading the good word.
Yeah, but then I think he's back into music. He's a weird dude. But I got to do the ad rock part on his rap song.
Dude, that's so fun. I had forgot about that.
Saw Bodie there that night.
Oh, really?
That was the first night I met him.
Oh, damn! He goes that far back in the in the circle.
Yep.
I mean, that had to be what 5, 6
years ago,
something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me real quick. I sent this to you so that I could remember to play it. Somebody sent it to me this morning and said, "This is the best song you guys ever did."
Oh,
and listening back to it did bring me great joy.
We crushed this.
We've got to. We do need to come up with a another like full chorus, full song. I think it's got to be Baker. I think it's got to be Baker related. Whatever it is, I think it needs to be Baker related.
Yeah.
As far as is hitting locally.
Maybe tomorrow we try it on Sending It Home. We do a little shake and bake action.
We definitely could. I actually have a secret idea too. I'll throw at you.
I love secret ideas.
Oh man, I forgot the hurricane. This is when a hurricane was bearing down on us. It was Isaiah.
And no one could say it because it looked like Isaiah.
Isaiah.
But it was
oh man, I forgot
Isaiah.
The hurricane's name. How do we say it? Isaiah.
And we didn't plan this.
No.
We had the Magic Mike music.
On the ones and twos, and he's giving y'all people the good news. And there's a hurricane
and it's coming our way, and it's got a funky name that's fun to say. Isaiah. Am I wearing this shirt in that video?
Yeah, you are, dude.
I think subconsciously that's why I put this on today. Isaiah. My hair looks long and stupid then, too. Like now.
You haven't aged much, I got to tell you.
Thank you, buddy.
Isaiah, coming for the water. Things are about to get a little bit hotter. It's big and it's scary and you better stock up. Get your guns and cock that up. Cause when Isaiah comes rolling through, you're gonna be scared, you won't know what to do. So get the water and get the food and then smoke a fat blunt and chill out, dude. Isaiah.
Dude, what a thing.
Isaiah.
That's a public service
Actually, now
announcement.
I'm mad at the runarounds. We should be touring.
Isaiah. Isaiah. Isaiah.
While you're sitting at home with your 12 gauge, you decide to check out Mike's weather page. Then you listen to Domo Arigato and you call up your boy, Paul Delgado. Yo, Paul, what's coming our way? He say, yo, Drew, I got something to say. This gonna go through you like diarrhea. There's a real bad storm, and it's Isaiah. 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 What? Isaiah.
Dude, this was also COVID days because I'm wearing like the gator thing, the you know what I'm talking about? Those rip-off scarf things that some people were wearing during COVID instead of wearing a mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dude, I hate seeing those old photos and videos.
It really is such a weird thing, dude. Like seeing old COVID pictures, like there's a little momentary PTSD that comes with it because we moved on so quick and so much that it's just like, man, it's hard to think that like you couldn't go. It's funny. It was my second COVID thought of the day because I was over. I got a salad from Wrigley's over here before the show, and I looked at the pen thing, and I had this flashback of during COVID they had dirty pen, clean pen. So when you went, at the pizza place next door.
Okay.
So like when you signed your check, you would put your pen then in the dirty pen, and then you would take it from the clean pen. And we were all just doing all that we could.
How are their salads over there? I'm
It was
always
awesome.
looking for a good salad. What'd you get?
I got the antipasta.
Oh yeah.
I've been on an antipasta salad kick. They take theirs. It's like all the different meats and cheeses like rolled up, and then they cut them into little circles, and it was very delightful. Right. Something else was on the tip of my tongue. What was it? Chad Powers. That's what it was, dude.
You watching it?
Not yet. No, we're almost done with Task.
Yeah, I will say you may be doing the best thing by waiting for them to build up because it's been, I can't remember the last show that I was waiting weekly for, and this one is now like appointment viewing for us. So it comes out on Wednesday nights, and we watch the newest. Did you end up watching it last night, Diz?
Yeah, I got to be honest. On that subject matter with that, I think the show would be better if they dropped all the episodes. I don't think it's worth waiting every week. Like, there's no, like, cliffhanger where I was like, oh, my God, I cannot wait till next week. I'm kind of like, all right, next week, Chad Powers.
Yeah, you're not wrong in that there's no cliffhangers, but I will still tell you, I'm not waiting until the day after they come out. Like, we're watching them right on the on the day. But I think you will love it. I think there's so much sports, and it's so football driven with a little bit of love, a little bit of other things going on that it's my favorite thing to watch right now.
I would say I was finishing Task tonight, but Sarah can't watch because our girls are lesing out.
Yeah, they are going to
Girls' night out.
Yeah, they're going to some.
How dare they have social lives without us, John?
Some lesbian bar tonight.
Exactly. Let's go to Faces.
That I did here. I wanted to hit this update. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, and it was just the beginning details of the story, and now there's a bunch more. A Pinellas Park couple said they woke up to a nightmare they didn't even know happened until they checked their security cameras the next day. What they saw was X-rated and terrifying. A naked intruder roaming their property, arming himself with this is just the line of the week. You're just not going to get better when it comes to a news story. A naked intruder roaming their property, arming himself with an axe, pleasuring himself on their sliding glass door, and trying to get inside while they slept just inches away. The homeowner, David Dale, said the ordeal began at his front door around 10 p.m. on October 7th. The doorbell rang and the motion light went on, so I answered the door, and this guy's standing there butt-ass naked. I added the butt-ass. Dale called police as the stranger began tearing things up outside. He's kind of pointing out things. There was a pot that he wrecked. The front seat of the truck was ruined. He had to tape it up. The man broke the lights on their garage, a mirror off of their golf cart, and wreaked havoc in their backyard as officers searched the neighborhood. They brought a dog. They brought a helicopter. I always wonder how hard it is. Like if you were, I think it would be a fun, like if you could do like a fun challenge where you weren't actually breaking the law and they were like, hey, we're going to get a real dog and a real helicopter and like we're going to try and find you, see if you can get away. But they brought the dog in the helicopter. The man disappeared. They did not get him on that night. Oh. But security video revealed a chilling scene taking place down the street. Tim Reichman woke up finding things out of place. Things were just not right in the back porch. I go out. The shed door is open. The screen was off. He checked the cameras, and he recoiled. Here's this creepy guy in the sliding glass door, naked, giving himself a good old tug. The video showed the man climbing the fence and coming right up to the couple's bedroom window, just inches away from where they slept. What would be worse? Because we always talk about, you know, Diz, you had your car broken into. I've had my car broken into, other things like that. Drew, you've experienced stuff like that. And you go, it just feels like they violated you.
Right.
What would be worse? Somebody breaking into your home when you're not there and you come in and go, oh, my God, somebody's been in my space. Or you check a camera in the morning and you realize this psycho with an axe is tugging himself 5 feet away from where you were resting your head. I don't know which would be more disturbing internally. I feel like not knowing the guy was there is probably more bothersome.
Seeing the concrete images of someone doing stuff to himself around your house, I think would be worse because you see what's happened.
Yeah, for sure. The latter of it. Yeah.
And especially it's. What doesn't say that he left DNA like on the sliding glass door, but you go and you're like, oh no, he hocked a loogie on the. Oh no, he
that's
didn't.
not a loogie.
He said the intruder removed window screens, tried the doors, all the doors to the home, then lingered. The man opened their porch door, walked inside, pressed himself up against the glass door leading into their home. He then goes out to the shed, gets an axe, and comes back to the porch again. Video showed the man hiding in the shed for roughly 2.5 hours. So that's where he hunkered down.
Yeah.
I would think they'd find you in a damn shed. A week later, Pinellas Park said they arrested Joshua Neal Garrison. What a crazy time. A week. So you've got a week. You've got a week where this dude's wiener print is still on your sliding glass door. I don't know if he left with the axe or not, but a whole week. You just know this guy knows where you live. He's enjoyed the company of your sliding glass door, and you're just like, okay, hopefully he does not come back. But they did end up catching the guy, and he was yesterday. The article did not mention an element of the nakedness, but lewd and lascivious conduct, as well as all the burglary and the breaking and the mischief that he did as well.
Your folks have stickers on the sliding glass doors when you were growing up, so that nobody would like walk into them.
Yes, I want to say that it was a. I want to say it was a butterfly. I want to say it was a butterfly. Yeah, but
it's Snoopy.
Yeah, if only that we would have had those at the Enchanted Inn.
Oh, we love you, Big
Shout
Kev.
out to Big Kev. Did you see that Joj was with Big Kev not last night, the night before?
No.
She went to the
the Bucks thing.
Bucks
the Halloween
does like a trick or treat thing.
Yeah.
Like the kids come out at one buck place and everything. And big Kev, running the show over there.
We got to get him to the takeover.
Oh, downtown.
Halloween takeover.
Oh, he's got to come.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to. I was hoping he was going to make the trip with the Bucks out to Seattle so we could have a couple of beverages with them out there.
Did you hit him up? He didn't make the trip?
I did. Yeah, no, he wasn't making the trip.
I think so. From what I understand, talking to him last year, like there's a trip that is the team trip where they take a bunch of luminaries and people that are longtime season ticket holders and stuff. And that trip is the trip that the station is sending somebody to. That is this year's the Buffalo trip.
Oh.
So I imagine he'll be on that Buffalo trip.
So happy for him. I miss the hell out of him in this building, but so happy for him. What a good dude.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. Life is crazy. You just saw him all the time. He was around. He's a close friend, and then you get another job. He's wifed up now, and it's like I can't tell you the last time that I even saw him.
Oh,
shout out to Big Kev.
We miss you, Big Kev. We love you, buddy.
Wherever you are, Big Kev. We love
down
you.
there at $1 place.
$1, man.
Pull one out for him.
Yeah, I think he has like a tie into all that new Corona setup. I think like he, people have like their areas of expertise, and he's in the marketing department. And I think he's working very closely with what they got going on with Corona down at that big new tiki bar and the ship and all of that. So Shout out to Kev.
Limes in, flags out.
Limes in, flags
Did I
up.
get that right?
Yep, you did. You absolutely did.
When Mo was gone the other day and it was just me, and I screwed myself by taking all my breaks early, and I had an hour of uninterrupted radio. It was like 15 minutes in, I'm like, I am screwed. I see Eakin looking in, like, sometimes they'll have people and he's walking around. So I saw him and I waved him in. And I'm like, please get on this microphone. So we started talking about the Bucks and Baker and stuff. And he said Baker requested, because he asked him about hip hop. He's like, what kind of music gets you hyped? Would you believe? Mike Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Oh, damn.
Baker's a Mike Jones guy, according to Eakin.
That's pretty damn
right.
That's pretty damn funny. I can only hope that he's got love for Paul Wall too.
I'm sure
he's the people's champ.
I mean, if you like Mike Jones, you like Paul Wall.
281-330-8004.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, that's his number. You never heard that?
I know that Mike Jones part.
Man, I thought this was an interesting story, and I was curious to get your thoughts on it, on Drew, having been probably in this room the closest to this situation, not to get all heavy on us before we go to break. But they were at death's door, and it opened a new window to a whole new world. About 15% of severely ill patients report enduring a near-death experience, which may mean having an overwhelming out-of-body sensation, an encounter with a loved one, a vision with a bright light that is a rapid review of life's milestones. Not saying that you necessarily experience that, but to figure out how people deal with what they call NDEs in the research community, near-death experiences, the University of Virginia surveyed 167 individuals who all had one, and one major coping mechanism stood out among the rest. 70% of participants reported a shift in their religious and spiritual beliefs and their fears of death in the aftermath of their NDE. One of the participants, my NDE was considerable, one participant wrote, I know I'll never be the same person again, so ongoing reflection and inner work are needed daily. Others use the occurrence to reevaluate personal relationships, with over 20% reporting divorces and breakups once they got back to it. Isolation and loneliness were reoccurring themes, but the largest of all were people finding spirituality or becoming extremely more religious than they were before whatever happened. And not all were illnesses. Some were accidents and things like that. But I mean, it's fairly understandable when you get that close, when you're closer than you've ever been to whatever's next. I would imagine it just, you look at whatever's next in a whole new way, not like something that's never going to happen or is going to happen a far ways away. Like you've been there.
Yeah, it tracks. You always know you're going to die, right? Like as a kid, but it's like a fantasy almost. Like each of us, I think deep in our minds, we think it's not going to happen to us, or it's not going to happen until you're old. And then when you face your mortality and you go, okay, well, geez, this could be the end. You'll either go one of two ways. One would be the bleak despair of there's nothing after this. Oh my God. But I went the other way, like so many people do. And there's something, I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. But I believe that we are here for a reason. Maybe that reason is to find the human emotion of love. But I reevaluated everything in my life. I no longer put up with fake relationships. I don't have to pretend to like anybody. I want to get along with everybody. But if someone doesn't care for me, I don't feel the need to like pull them in or anything, you know?
It really is. And reading through it just made me think about not necessarily about life and death, but more about just time and how time it's such a small little piece of the puzzle. And I think specifically in our world with this profession, like we're always looking towards whatever the next thing, like it's the next event, the next thing. There's always, and I think that's for a lot of people, the next vacation, the next holiday. And then you just get in that. And you get in that, and you get in that, and you get in that, and you go, damn, it's been 20 years. It's been 10 years. Like, I think that way about my time just here at this radio station with Cox Media Group, where I go, I still have this kind of like, I'm new type feeling in the back of my head. And it's like, it's been 11 years, dude. Like you were a completely different, you were a little jitterbug back then. And now, I'm, cruising towards 40, and it's time. It's, they say you're blinking is going to pass you by, but it's not just a thing to say. I think it really be like that.
I've been on the radio in Tampa Bay longer than I was in Orlando.
That's crazy.
And that blows my mind because I still feel new here. When I did my last ketamine treatment, I did this thing where I went back to the dawn of time itself and like wondered about like.
Oh man, were you like walking with the dinosaurs?
Well, it was like I was looking at cavemen gathered around a fire telling story, right? And like how many billions of years we've progressed. We are here for 80 years if we're lucky, 90 years if we're a blip, and we get so consumed about things that mean nothing.
Well, and it's weird because I still feel like we could have the conversation, but that being said, like 80 years feels like a long time. And we think about our parents and we think about the people that we love. And there's a line in a John Mayer song where he says something to the effect of like, I'm always doing math in my head to make it seem like I'm not getting old and my parents are going to live forever. Where you could just kind of trick yourself into saying, well, there's this long and there's this long. And I think that's probably best for your own mental health. But the reality is we're cruising towards something every single day, not to be depressing, but I think you could take that in the other way. We're cruising towards whatever it is, so cherish it. That's all you can really do.
That's exactly it, and you and I are very blessed to still have our parents with us, and I think about that every morning when I text my mom and when she texts me right before the show, how lucky I am to sit behind that microphone and my mom can like sit at her computer and look and see her son finally do something that she's proud of.
What a thing, and talk about going against the statistics, to have the three of us kind of across different age groups that all have parents that are still alive and still married. Probably is not to get three different people from three different walks of life to still in the latter years have parents still married.
Well, my dad flew my mom when she was a child.
Well, that's true. Yeah, my wife too, or my mom too. She was a child bride. My mom, she was a child bride. So
the key to a long relationship is grooming.
Well, that's the thing. You got to get them when they're young, and they don't have the option to leave.
So. My dad just gave her some Twizzlers, and she's like, I'm in.
Do not go anywhere. We got more joints on the way. Got a couple things revolving around or involving what might be considered bad parents. Leaving kids in hot cars, feeding kids edibles. We'll touch on that in a bit more with the back half of John's Joints. But first, I love telling people the easiest possible way on earth to get their medical marijuana card. We are passionate about the plant. We want everybody who needs it and wants it to be able to go into a dispensary, stock up on edibles, use them responsibly. Pre-rolled joints, flour, tinctures, vape cartridges, and everything in between. The prices are unbelievable. If you don't know, you should. Go peruse some websites, and you might just blow your mind at how affordable the products are these days. But to get your card, all you got to do is go to marijuanadoctor.com, and now the code BONE30 is live. That is $30 off the initial certification, the best savings you're going to find anywhere around. Founded by a former patient who just wanted to make this process as easy as can be. You'll go in, meet with the doctor and the amazing staff, and be certified that same day. You could hit up, you could potentially hit up multiple dispensaries that day if you stay within your dosage and take advantage of all of those first-time patient discounts. If you've been waiting, what the hell are you waiting on? Go now. It's code BONE30 at marijuanadoctor.com.
So pass it around, yeah, pass it around, yeah, banana, don't let it ash hit the ground, yeah, we're gonna.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, all westbound lanes of Curlew Road are currently closed between US 19 and Belcher. It's due to pothole repair work being done. Both directions of US 19 are experiencing slowdowns through there as well. Interstate activity along northbound I-275 is already pretty congested, both through St. Pete and from the Howard Franklin into downtown Tampa. Part of the Tampa slowdown is due in part to a crash along northbound I-275 at Hillsborough Avenue, which has had the left lane blocked, and the northbound I-275 off-ramp to I-4 has been partially blocked as well. This is Jim with traffic.
Brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Storm season is here. Check them out at universalroof.com.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast.
coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
Bret Michaels, live and amplified tour with special guest Tesla. Saturday, March 7th, the Baycare Sound. Voted one of the most electrifying and engaging shows on tour. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at thebaycaresound.com. Bret Michaels and Tesla. The Ruth Eckerd Hall Experience.
When you need a new ride, Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is #1. Shop from over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Drive Into Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to $20,000 off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today for savings you don't want to miss. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Tampa is home country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Mike Calder for my good friends at Lifeguard Imaging. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if there's one thing breast cancer has taught us, it's the importance of annual scans. Because the truth is, your body can change instantly, and without regular screening, you might not know until it's too late. That's exactly why I go to Lifeguard Imaging. Lifeguard Imaging offers advanced high-accuracy CT scans that can detect heart disease and hundreds of cancers early before symptoms appear. Your first scan gives you a baseline of where you're at today. Then, when you go back each year like I do, you can see if anything has changed. And if it has, you've got the chance to take action early when it matters the most. Quick, painless scans that can give you years more with your family. And right now, for all new patients, Lifeguard Imaging is offering free heart scans valued at $599. Don't wait for symptoms. Don't wait for bad news. Be proactive and do this for yourself and for the people who love you. Remember, the scariest thing you could do is nothing at all. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the fact.
Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hallow Scream returns to Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay for select dates now through November 1st. This year's event takes over the entire park with 5 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, 9 theme bars, and 2 shows. Additionally, guests can face their fears. Busch Gardens, Hallow Scream, select nights now through November 1st.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Form Energy is here. 0 sugar, 200 milligrams of natural caffeine, 4 great flavors. Grape Smash, Screamin' Freedom, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Grab a can of Form Energy for just $1 at 7-Eleven locations with your 7-Eleven rewards October 13th through the 22nd.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Pretty much uneventful weather right into the weekend. We go clear tonight. Lows will range about 65 to 70. Coming up on Friday, lots of sunshine, a bit breezy, low to moderate humidity. Another great day to be outside. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Enjoy.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. These joints being brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. A car wash where you can go for that unlimited membership plan. You live a life that has you running through mud puddles, getting pollen, the bird droppings be falling, all of those different things. With the unlimited membership plan, you can go through as many times as you'd like, and you're always going to have a great experience with the long wash tunnels, the spacious vacuums, and the staff that is impeccable every single time. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, their newest one in Spring Hill, and I keep telling you because it's true, lots more Bubble Downs coming to the Tampa Bay area, so make sure you keep it locked. Head to your local Bubble Down today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down. Two things before they slip out of my mind. First thing, did either of you see the picture that Brit So Much posted of
Dude, that's not you.
Dude, yeah. That is, I commented underneath of it and I said, that is AI. Like, nothing about that picture. I don't know the conspiracy theory, but I think I was taken over by an alien being, or that is not me. Like, things about my face don't look right. My head is a different shape. I've never looked at a picture of myself and thought, that's not me.
It's not.
that is not me. I'm gonna retweet it right now. That 9 years ago.
That was a weird night. I looked at my face in the group photo, and I think I don't know why I was in such a sour mood that night. I don't know what I was going
were you
through.
Tripping balls?
I don't think so.
Was that at a Caddies or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because there was a couple people that shared pictures because Jake and Lauren were there, and I think I was just working promo. I think I was working promo at that time, and man, what a face, what a weird face I have in this picture. I just couldn't get over it.
And was that an all-station event?
It looks like Pitbull Toddler was playing that.
Yeah, I remember that, but I feel like there was a reason that we were all there.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Go on.
No, there was. Was it what was the Bone 10? The Bone 10 was the one at the Capitol.
Yeah.
This I bet you it was the Bone 5.
I bet
you
you're
it was
right.
the 5. It was the 5-year celebration of the Bone.
Bet you're right.
That's what it was.
Gotcha.
Damn, man, look at that memory.
Solving problems.
They say THC kills your brain cells. The other thing that we should at least mention, and there's nothing to freak out about, but I saw the king of keeping it cool, the number 7 man himself, Dennis Phillips, put up a post last night that said, they say to follow the trends on these hurricane models, and his exact quote was, well, maybe not, because I don't like this trend. And there are these models that show something popping up down in the Caribbean near the end of the month. And this is just that time of year where the rest of the time everything forms out of the Atlantic and it can swerve and do all sorts of crazy stuff. But you go back and you look at what happened with Milton, which was late in the season, and they tend to like to curve up and over. And again, not saying anything to freak anybody out, but I also think you don't want to be the person where it's 4 days out and you go, well, nobody told me. I didn't know what was going on. So I would say follow your favorite meteorologist. We've got so many greats locally. We obviously love Mike's weather page, Paul Delgado, Dennis Phillips, all goats here in Tampa Bay. So follow the ones that you love and just pay attention. That's all you really got to do.
Yeah, I guess the the European model has this one jogging north to our. Who knows what's
it's still early, but like I said, they have these models that come out, and you look for the things that are kind of happening every time. And there's a lot of them that kind of swirl around down there in the Caribbean, and then they take that jaunt up and over the state. So I think it's still even too early to hypothesize a date, but I think the dates on the models are like October 30th.
Yeah. I think they said they'll be wrapped up by the 26th, 27th.
Yeah.
So the Bone Halloween gig will be fine. You can see John at the gallery.
Yeah, the gallery, and then all of the finest art will be on display as well. It's going to be a real spectacle at the galley, also known as the gallery, depending on who you ask.
And will you be dipping next door to the ship's hold as well? What a great spot.
Yeah, that really is. Have you ever been in there? You'd appreciate it, Dave, because they've got right when you walk in, they have these 2 circular booths, and they've got Super Nintendo in one and regular Nintendo in the other one, and you can play old school video games, and it's like super, not like bougie cocktails, but super thoughtful, cool ass cocktails.
That might be where I found out officially that Micah Rotunda was pregnant. She joined Sarah and me there once.
I thought that was
that was the food drive. Yeah, there was something significant with Micah there because she made a rare appearance in DTSP, and we sat and played Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Was it getting married?
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry to distract you.
It's a new era in politics. If Donald Trump can be the president, then why can't a Hooters girl be mayor of Lakeland? A 24-year-old Lakelander is one of the youngest candidates ever running for mayor. Caitlin Gracie Kramer, born and raised in Lakeland, graduated from Bartow High. She is running for mayor because she wants to challenge the idea of what leadership can look like. They seem to be leaning into the fact that her current profession is undeniable. She's a bartender and a manager at a Hooters. It doesn't always just come with a title, said Kramer. It comes from hard work and grit. It comes from reaching out to those in the community and listening to people first and understanding what they think is working or what they think could be changed a little bit. She's an hourly manager and bartender at Hooters. She says that the job has pushed her to become the best version of herself. Hooters has done so much for me. Hooters is the reason I own my home. I bought my first house at 20 years old. Hooters is the reason I own my car, the reason I put myself through school. Hooters is the reason I have a bachelor's degree in biology. And that's pretty damn, dude, I mean, I bet you, if there are those people in life that treat professions such as that as a more like a career.
Oh yeah.
I hit that later in life where we were growing up and we wanted to do stuff, and I had to stop just thinking I got cash in my pocket, let's go party and drink all night. And it was like, okay, this is our job. This is what we make our money on. And I think you can do it. And there are those lifelong servers who treat it well, and they're probably making more money than what would be considered respectable professions. Dude, if you're putting it in and you putting in the time and you are saving your money, I would bet without an education, at a Hooters waitress is probably one of the more lucrative jobs you could have without fully taking your clothes off as a woman. I mean, they're just throwing dollar bills.
Plus, not saying that she's doing this, but a good friend of mine tells me a lot of bartenders and servers in the area are on that OnlyFans.
Oh,
and they supplement their income that way.
They get a little,
you're a hot girl.
Yeah, my boy, it's not Bonefish Grill. It's like one of the high-end fish places. That's
Bonefish
a restaurant. Grill? And he was offered a manager position. He goes, we don't even take those because you'll make so much more than a manager.
No tips.
Well, and it's not even, it's the money. It's the money that you see at the end of the day on your check. Because I did that exact same thing. I was like, all right, I'm growing up. I'm a big boy now. Time to become a manager. This is what people do. And I start getting the checks and I go, okay, this is a fraction of what I was making. Yeah. And I went from working maybe 30 to 40 hours a week, 4 to 5 hour shifts, pulling $150, $200 to now they own you. You're on salary. Yep. It's 50, it's 60 hours a week. You're in the kitchen. You're stressing. You got a regional manager breathing down your neck, and you go, what? You almost have to have the goal of being a regional manager or something, and getting your or a store manager and getting your own store, because the in-between store manager, if it's just what you're going to do, it doesn't really compute in comparison to being a server or a bartender.
How old were you when you did that manager thing? Because I wonder if we were the same age.
I was probably 22 years old.
Same. And just like you, when they made me salaried, I was like, oh my God, finally I've made it. I've done something. And then the next thing you know, you're working 60, 65 hours a week.
Well, and it's crazy because that decision, at that point, I was too young to be fully done with radio, but I had been jaded and had a couple bad experiences. So I was in the frame of mind where I went, okay, this is a big boy career. This is the thing that I have to do because I'm getting a little bit older and I need an hour, I need real money and a salary. And then once I became manager, that was when the light flipped and I went, okay, you got to go back to radio. And that's why I left Ruby's. I got out of management, and then I moved to Tampa, which is when I got into to CSB, which that's a whole other conversation. But I knew radio was it, and that's the thing with those schools like that is you have to know it's absolutely what you want to do, and even then, it's
got to suck though if you want to take that leap and become a manager, and now you're setting hours and you clock out for the day with your employees, and you get in your Honda and they're in a Lexus and a Mercedes.
Have you seen what the salespeople drive, Dave?
Yeah, that's us. That's us. Dude, that was a running joke. It's funny you said it because that was a running joke at CSB because one of the classes they had a salesperson come in.
Yeah.
And the first thing they said was, "You'll notice at radio stations when you see the Beamers and the Mercedes." Those belong to the salespeople, not the people that are on the radio. So we're living our own version of that.
And God bless them too, because they bust their ass to sell this airtime.
Yeah, but
they're selling nothing.
Yeah, it is weird though because we are
the talent.
Well, no. But we're
superstars.
We're having more fun.
Definitely.
So there's some give and take.
There's a trade-off there.
A little bit.
By the way, every time we talk about that, I think about my friggin' high school classmate who's a CEO of Darden that has Olive Garden. And
That's
he started as a busboy at Red Lobster in 1985.
Dude, that is an underrated, beautiful element of chain restaurants. Like a lot of people hate chain restaurants and working for them, and I get all of that. But the amount of people that start as dishwashers that are become high-ranking officials. The lady who was whatever that was the step past a regional manager, so she worked at like Ruby Tuesday Corporate. I'm losing her name, but she started as a dishwasher. And it's just one of those things where if you're motivated and you put in the work and every job you do it well, you could end up making, a six-figure salary in the restaurant business. And that's what it goes back to. You got to want to go all the way. If you're going to go into being manager, like you can't just be, I want to be this store manager forever. It's, I want to have my own, I want to be a general manager, a regional manager, and all that.
I mean, it goes to the same point with you, where you got here, you go, well, I got to start in the promo. That's the dishwashing of here.
It is.
And now look at you.
It absolutely is.
There are those who will tell you putting up banners at events, that won't get you a show.
Yeah, well,
they're wrong.
You got to, everyone walks a different path. I'll tell you that much. But I mean, I always...
Did you tell him that?
Yeah.
No, Baby Friday. SBK did. SBK did a whole.
Did he?
Oh, dude, he did a tirade where he was saying that like people who work in promo will never make it on the air. And
he fired up everybody. There was a big thing that got everybody pretty fired up at the time.
Yep.
But it did work out.
Love you, Kev.
We love you, Baby Friday. We do.
Baby Friday.
We do love you, but I mean, look at me now.
I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you did.
Do not go anywhere. The best in afternoon entertainment is coming your way. Drew Garabo live. He's got the man, a cat named Mo, rolling with him. So keep it locked to the bone all afternoon long. Tomorrow, it's Friday, which means we will be in the mix.
What kind of mix are you thinking about, John?
I don't know. I think I gotta reimagine the mix. I don't know, but I'll tell you, it's gonna come with a spin. I just don't know what it is yet. I gotta go into the think tank tonight and come up with a little bit of a spin. So we'll have a good time, but keep it locked to the bone. Dizzy, appreciate you, buddy. Shout out to the runarounds. Appreciate them. Shout out to Mo DeWitt. Always a pleasure having Just Call MOE in the building. Drew, thank you, my man.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Imagine if your Wi-Fi was a lot smarter. Picture this, your TV, your phone, your laptop, your futuristic fridge, all of it working together to make your life easy. Well, Xfinity is about to make that dream a reality. Devices so in sync, you might think they're reading your mind. Really smart Wi-Fi that knows when your device needs a boost. The best equipment to stream 4 games at once, all in 4K with multi-view. I like to put, a couple games, a little NASCAR, boom, 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 boom. And Xfinity Mobile that gives you Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. That's the magic of Xfinity. It's seamlessly in tune with you and your life. Check them out and find out what they can do for you at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that.
Then you can come with me, cause I wanna be a redneck hippie.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL, is sending you to see the Bucs play in Buffalo. It happens November 16th, and the trip includes hotel, airfare, and tickets to the game. To enter, just scan the QR code at participating locations. Visit BudLightFootball.com for complete details. It's Baker, Allen, and you. You should probably start practicing jumping through plastic tables now, just so you're ready when you get there.
This'll only hurt for a minute.
Win a trip to see the Bucks in Buffalo from Bud Light at 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, all westbound lanes of Curlew Road are currently closed between US 19 and Belcher. It's due to pothole repair work being done. Both directions of US 19 are experiencing slowdowns through there as well. Interstate activity along northbound I-275 is already pretty congested both through St. Pete and from the Howard Franklin into downtown Tampa. Part of the Tampa slowdowns due in part to a crash along northbound I-275 at Hillsborough Avenue, which has had the left lane blocked, and the northbound I-275 off-ramp to I-4 has been partially blocked as well. This is Jim with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
80 years of Florida Blue doing good in Florida. Of offering access to affordable quality health care. Of putting people over profits. Reinvesting in member health benefits and local programs. 80 years of navigating health challenges together. Changes to health insurance are here, but our commitment to you will never change. Get resources at floridablue.com/followtheblue. Florida Blue, your health solutions partner. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Brandon can call home. Featuring a track and field, rock wall, a Hitrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Brandon Exchange. Grand opening celebration October 31st to November 2nd.
At Jersey College, we know how to give you the support you need to be successful in your nursing career, like we did for Tom.
Re-entering school, I wasn't sure about anything. Instructors went above and beyond, and with nursing, there's no shortage of places to work. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be in terms of how rewarding it can be when you help someone out.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Hold on to your hats. Academy Sports and Outdoors is finally open in Lakeland. Need a new grill that says, we smoke brisket and our football rivals? We got you. A fishing rod that screams, I reel in hogs and pack a mean cooler? We got that too. How about a new pair of shoes that says, I run trails and look fly doing it? You got it. Academy has all the gear you need for less. Join us this Friday through Sunday for grand opening weekend in Lakeland. Located off I-4 and US Highway 98 North. Because at Academy, fun can't lose.
Every Saturday, you get the pageantry, tradition, and chaos of college football. Gear up for another exciting college football weekend, fully loaded with ranked matchups. Sign up at the Hard Rock Bet today and bet $5 on any game. If you win, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Plus, you have the NFL. You have playoff baseball, and the NBA is right around the corner. Download the app now or simply go to hardrock.bet and start winning today. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 833-PLAY-WISE.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800